Yeah.
Not meant to be over there.
No, if you're comfortable there, stay there.
I'm comfortable here. Well, I could do with a drink.
Yes, I'm about to do you one. Honestly, I'm about
Have
to
you
do you one.
tried this?
Come on, bum, yes.
You have. What do you think?
Lovely.
Right, what drink do you want? Ready? Normal?
Lovely.
Should we do a product placement of O'Donnell's?
Yes.
Do you want to try some of this?
Yeah, that's the one.
Nice. It's
that's
so
the
good.
moonshine, isn't it?
That's the Mars one.
Is that one you got up?
A Mars a
what's
day
his name?
helps you work, rest, and play.
This was.
Moonshine.
I love that it's in a jar and not a bottle.
Mars.
Well, that's how they originally came.
Yeah,
To
that's-
follow the
it's
prohibition
really
guys.
Oh my god.
Nice, isn't it?
So are you coming with us Sunday to buy some?
Oh my god.
I-
Moonshine, I'll get it by the crate.
There's they do a neat one as well, which is like 50%. It's like
So what is this? What's in this?
that one is tough nut cream, and it's been infused with caramel and vanilla.
What about the alcohol?
Alcohol. It
Especially
says
that for you, Rudy, it's
it
fine.
says 17% volume, 34 proof.
Prove it.
Well, I can't do that. Yeah, because you meant.
That's nice.
Very nice. I like it. Very nice.
I forgot the cards.
I've just put on there, Adam, I've just put on there. Good evening to all. Welcome
Sorry,
to
just-
Southend
I put that
PowerQuest
there 'cause it's
live
so
stream.
rolls to
Feel
the
free to ask us any
Yeah.
questions.
See where they're
I just put on there, good evening all. Welcome to
Yeah.
Southend PowerQuest live stream. Feel free to ask any questions.
Yes, I know the channel still says Southend Guy Paranormal. I'm going to change 2 of those bits this week.
What colour is red?
I'm going to change 3 of those bits. No,
Wakering Stairs, we were supposed to do the rescue for.
we still got to do that.
Why did we
Oh,
do that?
don't be a
And I
Yeah.
think it's her.
Paris back.
Okay.
I don't know why, I just got a quick flash of the angel necklace. It's
Yeah.
an angel necklace. And funny enough, she's only got one.
One
I'm
wing,
sure I
wasn't
said this before.
You did, yeah. She said she's got 1 wing. Mm.
One wing
Mm.
on this necklace. I don't know if the angel was on the side or one wing's broken off. But
Right.
she
Or
likes
maybe
that
someone has
necklace.
the other wing and it makes 2.
That's a possibility.
Didn't figure that, but yeah, she's got really long hair. And she seems quite excited this evening, so I don't know why she's really close to you this evening. Perhaps she'll let you know.
Because she found out she's got Watsits.
Yeah.
Yes, John
Yeah,
Watts.
and-
That's what's done. And
They're
the
not
moon
just
and the
Watts,
moonshine
they're giant
and
Watts.
the Italian sweet chili
No.
crackery things. Right. I've seriously got this. This is not a product placement. Well, it could be. I mean, if O'Donnell's want to sponsor me, I'll be very happy to accept.
Southend PowerQuest, sponsored by O'Donnell's.
Yeah, that'd be brilliant. Right, this stuff here. For those of you who've got long memory, me and Kira discovered this stuff, which I will hold up. Like that. Moonshine at a bike show pre-COVID. So I think it was either 2018 or 2019 we found this stuff. I think they just had 3 flavours at the time: roasted apple, toffee nut, and maybe something else.
Shall I give him a close-up of one?
Yeah, can do.
That's the stuff there.
Which we tried samples of, and that
Get
basically
sure.
followed by "Give me some of that bottle now, please."
It's so funny when it comes from.
It's like, so we bought some then, and then this. I think it was. Yes, it was. I did order some for my kids because obviously they're overage, but. When we went to the bike show this year, like Kira, Mitch, and myself, because Mitch had just passed his test, so just got to get on the bin now and get him
well
to sort
done.
his licence out.
Is that his bike one, is it?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
You will, at some point, you will meet Kira and Mitch, who are awake as well, and Mitch's mum.
Was he the one who owns a pub in? What runs a pub now?
No. My son. It's my
Oh
son's,
no, he's your friend. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Are they part of your group as well?
I think I'm not sure
We
Kira's in there.
haven't seen these people.
No, you haven't, but you'll like them. As I say, Kira's.
I'm not worried about that. I mean, you know, it's like more the merits as far as I'm concerned. You know.
Yeah. Well, Kira's involved with the channel when we first kicked it off.
Lovely.
Anyway, yeah, we went to the bike show this year, and there's like, the O'Donnell stands back, and they had more flavours, of which we promptly ordered stuff. And I'd ordered some for our birthdays. That was
Yes.
well, anyway, today I was out working. I took someone to Buckhatch Nursery, which is over near Rettendon, funnily enough.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, Hanningfield.
It's Hanningfield,
Yeah, which is up next door to Rettendon.
yeah.
Anyway, she got in there for a couple of hours, and I'm like, I'm gonna have a walk around. And I walked in. I went that way, and I went, there's a whole stall there with O'Donnell's drinks on it. So I walked up with that one. And yes, I did pay for it.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, there we go.
Hence, that's where we're going Sunday.
And we are going there Sunday to buy more. So, yeah.
Love the stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, this one is cream. It's tough nut cream. And it's infused with caramel and vanilla. And it tastes rather like the Mars drink.
Yes, that's what I was going to say. The old Mars drinks you used to get, the Mars milkshakes, it tastes exactly like that, but it's a little bit better. Because you know it's got alcohol.
Alcohol, yeah, so that instantly makes things a little better. So, anyway, that stuff helped me get rather happy at my birthday.
So I'm hoping that they bring out a Quattro version of McDonald's. Do you remember Quattro?
Yeah.
That would be nice.
I remember quite
Oh, that'd be nice with alcohol in it, that would. Oh. And Lil.
Yeah, I remember Neil. Yeah.
A totally tropical taste.
So, yeah, anyway, we're going up this Sunday to peruse the rest of their stock. So, anyway.
I bought some absinthe when I came back off holiday for Crete. You know, that
Crete, yeah.
green liquid. Oh,
It tastes like mouthwash, but it's like a
lovely.
few shots of that. And it's,
Aniseed.
Yes, aniseed stuff. And I'll tell you what, we just knock that back in little shot glasses and you'd be like, your legs sort of, it's like a zombie, your legs give way first before the rest of you.
I done quite well.
I must admit, last time I tried
Were
that,
you
I done quite
sitting
well.
down?
I was sitting down at the time, so
I wasn't.
on the floor, really.
But, yeah, so, yeah, buy that, it's good.
Sponsored by some...
Yes, I'm just saying that, Donald, because you do want to sponsor me.
Just a small sponsorship would be nice. We stick your label on everything.
Yeah, it's sponsored by Donald's. So, yeah, that is great stuff.
What's the other one I got? I got the very cherry.
Yeah, and I've got the wild, yeah, because you've
And
got the
sticky
very,
toffee.
that's it. Yes.
Is there any more stock actually that you can buy, given that you've got the range here already?
Well, no, apparently there's 18 different flavours now
I
according
don't
to.
think you buy it at the range.
So we've only got between us, we've got 3.
Oh, okay.
So I've got another
I think
15
we've
to
tried
try.
about, yeah, I think we've had something like 5. Well,
Yeah.
definitely between us, but
Because
yeah.
you've got the apple one, haven't you, as well?
I
Yeah,
did
the
see-
roasted apple's my favourite.
I did see the picture of the cart with all them on it. I thought, ooh, moonshine.
When you said, oh,
Yeah.
nothing good can come of this, and I went, oh, everything good can come from that.
You said nothing good to come of this. I thought, like what?
Karen Roach. Hello, guys.
Hello, Karen!
Hi, Karen.
How do you do? So, yeah, anyway, product placement.
Behave. He hasn't said anything yet. Don't start.
Someone's biting their tongue.
Hmm?
Yeah. It's there it is, isn't it?
It's right on the tip of my tongue. Can't not have swear though. Can't say it without
Oh,
swearing.
yeah, Jeff Howe turned around and said, good evening, guys.
You're right, love.
You okay?
Alright,
Jeff.
Alright, Jeff.
you dirty northern bastard. You right there? Can you not spit on my legs?
I've got to remember, for some reason, Jeff have to go into all chat, not into top chat.
Right.
So I'll just put it on all chat so I can see all
Yeah,
of it.
that's it.
For some reason, I don't know why that is, but...
So, yeah, obviously, monthly, Ask a Medium. Bear in mind, the Rettendon content went out last night, so if you've got any questions relating to that.
I can't read that out, Jeff.
Just beep for the rude ones.
Shut it, silly. Beep.
Oh, that could mean anything. Is it a B word?
Yes, ends in X.
As in like a female dog?
No, as in male genitalia down below.
Alright.
The dog's back wheels.
That's a term of endearment, that's fine.
Bollocks.
Alright, love, thanks. I don't know why I'm looking over there.
No, the camera's there.
Yeah, it's up there.
Over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
It's me looking over here so I can read the comments.
Yeah, that's what I see. I'll get it right. Give me an hour or so.
Oh dear. So yeah, it's regular medium stuff. You know, we're going to chat the usual stuff that we do and questions relating to content last night. By all means, far away. I think it'd be interesting to get your perspective on Gloria and Rudy. And Paul actually. None of these guys have been there before, as I pointed out last night, and
Just reading and stuff.
knew pretty much sweet FA about what went on there. Obviously, I've got a lot of knowledge on it because of all
What's
the
some
stuff.
meters?
No, the Rettendon.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
'cause,
sorry, you
yeah.
said last night. I thought
Yeah.
you meant Saturday night. And
Oh yeah, I mean
yesterday
talk about that as well because obviously we actually went out and do some filming.
I was like, it's been a long Monday, alright?
Yeah, yeah, I know. It,
Jeff said, can Gloria do me a reading, please?
Who said that?
Jeff.
Jeff,
Alright, love.
as it's you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot my cards
Should
tonight.
that be now then?
As it's you, it's free.
Okay. Talk among yourselves while I have a little shuffle.
On a Star Wars theory. I'll just sorry the
Star Wars theory.
These are too big
yeah
for me
chat
to
as a
shuffle.
channel.
Uh,
Throughout the first
Quite
light
big,
save
aren't
they? They are
before
big.
George
They're like
Lucas.
my oven.
I need like hands like spades to shuffle them.
Dean,
You need hands
And
like
I've had
Jeff.
someone
Yeah.
message me about my subs.
oh, what the other one? The
What,
silver one?
Jeff's
Silver one.
on the end of
Yeah.
my wrist.
Nice.
Give it 20 quid for it, mate.
Hands
200
like
quid for a
Jeff's
star.
Jeff's hand.
An estate, which there's not many left of them.
No.
Okay.
Well, that's
Yeah, that's
well,
fine.
that's the one I got. That's the second
Oh,
but
for
last
goodness
message I had.
sake.
Put your thumb on the floor.
No, it's the first message I got actually. I'll give you 220 for it. I was like, yeah, right.
You trying the 400 readings, mate.
Yeah.
No, 220.
I've got. I've got money I'm willing to accept on it.
There's one.
I'd rather it go to a home than
Well,
rather it go to the scrapyard.
It's
Yes.
diesel, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, if it's petrol, I would have been interested.
I know.
Obviously, because mine was petrol, and I'm thinking diesel. No.
I mean, because you do predominantly short journeys, so diesel's not really going to be.
well, I don't want diesel anyway.
Alright.
Why not? Diesel's great.
And that diesels are great.
No, petrol for me. I'm a petrol head.
I'm a petrol.
want a
Actually,
diesel
I
head.
should let you drive my 9.5 and see what you think.
A what?
I should let you drive my 9.5 and see what you think.
I'm still waiting.
Yes, when we next go out, I'll let you have a
I've
spin.
driven your red one.
You've driven the red one, which is my 2 litre turbo manual.
And I like
That's
that.
petrol. Yeah.
Cheers,
that's
Jeff.
Petrol.
So I just put a comment up. Laptop on Friday. Or laptop
Oh,
on
of course, yeah.
little one. So
I'm still waiting for the third card, Jeff. Can you just, tell him to hurry up? These cards are so big, I can't do them the normal way. I need hands like spades or dinner plates.
that's what you get for having small hands, isn't it?
Something wrong with small
There you
hands.
go. You forgot your third card. Woohoo!
Thanks, Jeff.
Get smaller hands.
Right, okay, let's have a look.
Oh, you've left that on as well, so forget.
Okay, so, Jeffrey. Alright, Jeff.
Hang on a minute. Let me zoom in. There you go.
Your first card, it's Sun, right? Sorry, I won't. The Sun is a really good card, actually. So I'm thinking that in your recent past, things are looking up. And I would say you've probably been feeling quite good about things. I don't know what things they are. I'm not going to say you're riding around on a horse naked, because that will give everyone bad dreams. But the Sun is a card of
Take that away,
Don't
please.
want those faults,
the
please.
Sun is a card of abundance and positivity. So
Actually got both.
in the last few
Yes.
months, there must have been some positivity going on in your life.
No, I'm all right. I'll try some.
And right now,
I'll try one.
am I allowed to show naked ladies on
Oh, yeah.
YouTube?
Let me
Okay,
zoom in.
yeah, zoom in on that.
It's not exactly naked though, is it?
Well, she's got nothing on, so that is naked.
But it's an artist's impression, so
It
it's not
is,
actually porn.
yeah.
It's artistic.
So currently, you are feeling quite calm, and you're like, what's the word I'm looking for? Recharging. So whether you're doing that intentionally, or whether that's just happening because it's what's happening in your life, I don't know. But so there's been some abundance, something good has been happening, and now you're recharging and just spend a bit of time being calm. The thing about the star is it's all about gentleness and temperance and hope, wishing on a star and all of the good positive things. So and dare I say it to you, Jeff, that there's a little bit of your inner self involved in this as well. So the knowledge that we're born with, because we're all born with everything we need, is in there. You just need to tap into it, and I think maybe you're hesitant to do that, but you need to start listening to your inner voice and listening to your higher self and understanding that you have enough wisdom in you for whatever your next step is, and you just need to have faith in that.
Oh, that's nice.
And look at this, Ten of Cups.
Wow,
this is a really good card.
Oh, nice.
Ten of Cups is all about completion, reaching the end of a chapter, and this is something emotional to you. Not necessarily, I mean, it does show you a family with a baby and, that kit and caboodle, but that doesn't necessarily mean that's to be taken literally. Cups are about your emotions, your desires, how you're feeling, so it needn't be family, it might be something you feel really passionate about or something you really love doing, but I do feel you're going to complete this chapter and it's going to be a really positive thing, as long as you pay attention to what your inner self is saying, your little bit of psychic knowledge that you may or may not believe in, Jeff, but you have got it. So it's actually a really positive reading.
Is there any mention of ice cream there?
Sorry?
Is there any mention of ice cream in there?
Ice cream.
Ice cream. Just
No.
checking. That's all right then. You're safe then, Jeff. Don't worry.
Do you know, I'm picking up from this. You know,
Oh, I see.
yes.
So it's all good, Jeff. All good.
Gin and berries.
Yeah, Ben and
That's very
Jen and
nice.
Berry.
Yeah.
Good reading, actually.
Yeah, do you know, I get the sense that was from previous readings you've had, it's like the stuff that we've been talking about previously is sinking in. That's what it just feels
Yeah,
like to me.
no. Entirely possible. The whole
He's
history of the
put
stars.
going for it with my art business, question mark.
Yeah, no, that is.
That's
Is it
the
something
one.
you're really? Is it something you're really
Yeah,
passionate
his,
about?
Yeah.
his art is really good.
Then I
Yeah.
would say yes.
Push it.
But I would also say, I've seen your art and it's really good. But I would say, given that you've got the star here, maybe try something a little different that you wouldn't
Well,
normally
he's
do.
working on. He's doing his puppy at the moment,
Something
and I
more
tell you, what, he
challenging.
showed
Yeah.
me the eyes he drew the other day, and
Yeah.
literally they're like a photograph.
Wow.
Jeff, your
Yeah.
art is second to none, mate. It's really good. I think you should push the boat out and
Try something. You
try something. Yeah.
take
Try
yourself out of the
something more-
comfort zone.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if there's something I could say to you, Jeff, I've put myself out of my comfort zone so many times, particularly in the past 20 years with just everything like this, for example. You know, 5 years ago, I wouldn't have thought I'd be doing this. You know, just as this is an example, but I put myself out on a limb on so many things. So you've only got one time on this ball of dirt or flat disc, whatever you want to think of
Or the
it.
plate that's flying on the back of a
Yeah,
turtle.
or back on the plate. Yeah,
I,
plate back
I,
on the
I
turtle.
always
You're
say,
thinking about Richmond and all that.
I
Yeah.
always say if it's something you're good at and you excel at, and
Do it.
you should really push it, because like me with my music, I've been doing music a long time, making my own music, and I've done all right at it, and some people like it. My photography, people like that
Yep.
as well, and I'm really going for it. The more challenging it is, the more I want to do it. So
I mean-
you really got to push the limits.
Yeah, I mean, I've been the same on music. I'm not. Hopefully, I can get into producing along with Rudy, but from the other side of it, like my DJing. I mean, when I first started my DJ, my first night bombed. I turned up to a venue that wanted R&B on everyone's house. So I won double CD of house that night.
Well, Ruby, you're kind of
oh,
like David Copperfield and also not David Copperfield. What's his name?
Copperfield.
David. You don't. Sorry, I do apologise. I'll say that again.
David
Take that
Bailey.
back. David Bailey and Brandon Block mixed into one. Your own personal little one. So.
Yeah.
David Block.
It's
Brandon
like-
Bailey.
David Block.
So-
Rudy Block.
So
Rudy Bailey.
we've all, you know, we've all got our different gifts. The difference is it's
Definitely.
you take that leap of faith.
Well, Jeff just said I'm out of my comfort zone by drawing in coloured pencils because.
No, fantastic.
Yeah.
That's right.
I think you should
Do
push
it.
it.
I'm bringing it on
Ruby.
now. Karen's asked, Karen Roach, she said, can you do mine, please?
Yeah, okay, of course I can.
Don't worry, Karen, you're next.
You're on the way.
Could be a while shuffling these cards though.
She's only got small hands.
She's got, Karen, Gloria's got a big deck and small hands. So.
Come on.
Deck, I said deck.
I
Deck,
like-
please.
Oh, look what you've made a day now.
That's gonna be a really big
Went all
win.
over the
I
place.
did say deck.
The deck's just gone all over the place.
Yes.
She keeps
I
waving.
can't control my deck.
She keeps waving that deck around. It's unbelievable.
Oh, honestly, stop.
Thank you, Gloria.
Karen.
Gary. Jeff just said. Gary.
Gary.
Oh,
Gary.
I don't know what I called him Gary for.
Gary.
I think the JD and Honey's.
Is Gary even a northern name?
No.
I
No,
can't see
it-
Gary eating a Mars bar.
It's
in
an only
Bow.
phone. It's only fools and horses. No, Gary.
Gally.
Gary.
Gally. Let's have black in it. Yeah, Gally. Gally. Who are you, Gally?
Gary.
Oh, come on, just give me a third card.
Come on, you can do it.
1, 2,
Here it
3.
comes.
Back in the room.
It's not,
Chill,
it's not.
chill.
Deep breath.
Control your deck.
I am, that's the problem. It's not flying anywhere.
Do you know what? If this didn't have a video feed and people were listening to this, it'd be so. They'd be going, ooh. I normally pay £1 a minute for this.
There we go. That's the card.
You think so?
Yeah.
Alright, if this is the wrong one, I apologise. Adam said.
I did.
Okay. Oh, okay. This is a good card.
My
This
camera
is,
work skills are needed.
I
Down a bit, please. Thank you. That's the first card.
You are you're currently in possession of lots of knowledge that you may not realise that you have. And I don't necessarily mean academically or intelligence-wise. I don't mean you're not intelligent, but
I think you're talking about spiritual.
I
aren't
think you like inner knowledge. And I know we had this with Jeff as well, which is a bit strange. But yeah. So, and there are people, whether you know it or not, who would defer to your knowledge about things.
Yep. Totally.
And you're in a really, really good, stable position. This is a guy, but I always say that people in tarot are, dare I say, non-binary. So they can be either.
Non-specific.
Either or, yeah. They're not gender specific, that's right. So, although this is the High Priest, it could have been the High Priestess, but the High Priest is one up from the High Priestess. So the High Priestess is about your inner knowledge and your inner growth and your spiritual growth and your inner wisdom and psychic ability. And this guy takes it to a different level. Also, I feel that you're growing in that way, in a really, really big way.
I also feel spiritual.
Yeah, quite possibly.
Strong
I mean,
spiritual connection
Karen
as
would
well.
know this, not me, because it's her reading. But and I also feel you're seeing things like the bigger picture now. So almost like a bird's eye view, rather than just seeing a very focused part of whatever situation. I mean, this is in the last few months, so I'm saying now, but there is often an overlap between your past card and your present card. But I do feel you're seeing the bigger picture and you're looking more holistically at something. And I think you're beginning to trust your gut and what you feel.
Well, I trust her abilities after what happened with you know who on that Sunday hit.
You know, yeah. And oh my goodness me, it's a naked lady with the jugs again.
Again.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, like water, not.
Jules.
Yeah, water jugs. Yes, we understand.
I know, but then it just occurred to me, yeah.
It's that deck.
So again, you're sitting down and you're taking time to recharge. Again, your inner wisdom and your inner knowledge and listening to your gut, but there's some hope. So there's something you're hoping for, something that you're wishing to happen, but you're not pushing. You're just taking things very slowly. and I wouldn't say resting on your laurels, but you're not like, yeah, let's do it. You're just seeing how things go, watching how they analyse before you make whatever decision it is that you need to make. But I think you already know what needs to be done. It's just you haven't got to that point yet. And more naked people for you, Karen.
Join a nudist colony.
You're going to join a nudist colony, yeah? No,
Eureka and Ken.
this is the Lovers. So, the Lovers is pretty much what it says it is. So, if it was like the Two of Cups, I would say it could be something else. But this tends to be about romantic love. So, I'm going to say whatever's going to happen in the next few months is to do with your relationship. I couldn't tell you what that is. I can only say that to you. So, and being that we're on a public forum, even if I did know and I don't, I wouldn't be saying it because it's quite personal, I'm sure. So, yeah. At a later point when I see you, I'll be happy to do another reading and get a clarifier, but I don't think now is the time or place because I don't know what that's about. So.
Considering in the past 5 minutes we mentioned deck, small hands and jumps, you know, I don't think we should go there. So
And all these naked people as well.
Yeah, lots of nakedness.
Come on.
yeah,
Got to clear it up.
clean it up, keep it clean.
Yeah.
Keep
Or
it
it
clean,
could be
people.
dogging because there is a deer there watching. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Really, you had to know it. You had to go there.
Deering, not dogging, deering.
Deering.
Yeah. There you go, Karen. Hope that makes sense.
She said thank you.
No worries.
Right, back to the written stuff you
My
was talking
big
about before.
deck.
Yes. Big bad deck.
I think some of us have seen the films, but obviously we don't. Obviously, the
That's
you know Hollywood's a little bit different to real life. So,
Yeah.
but you know,
nothing. You know nothing.
Sorry?
You haven't seen the film.
Do you know what? I started watching something on now. And I only got halfway through the first episode and I just like, I
oh,
don't
no,
know.
you're talking about the gentleman.
No, it was called the S6 Murders, I think. And I don't know, I went looking for stuff because I don't know anything about it, but I don't know.
If you watch,
I just couldn't, because you've now said there's too many different stories and theories. I'm thinking, well, I'm watching it, but how much of this is just rubbish? And
well, yeah,
A lot of it. A lot of it's just for,
yeah.
just for
so
viewers.
I don't know.
I mean, I'd say the first Rise of the Foot Soldiers is probably a reasonably good account, even though it's predominantly about Colton Leach.
Oh, I thought that was Colton Leach.
Yeah, the first Rise of the Foot Soldiers was predominantly about Colton, but it's probably a pretty good account of the overall picture. It's just it's the end bit. It's that bit where they've gone down the lane and then discovered the next morning. It's that bit which
Well, led up to that.
Yeah, which
basically,
I've busted a gut trying to establish.
Well, all I know from being there is they got to the end of the lane, they got shot, one from behind through the gut, like you said, and then in the head,
That's
and there
Pat.
was some man there who ran away, don't know who there was, and they were found the next day and the bag was empty. That's what I get.
Yeah,
that's what I get from
that's
that pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're still none the wiser, really, aren't we? I suppose.
No, I mean, like the things that did pick out, which the couple of names that come up. One is already pretty much given. I'd say, given what I've done and the things I've looked up, and I will follow up about Darren. In the course of time, I'm coming to the end of a couple of things at the moment. We've got the elections next month, which once that's out of the way, I can step back, and whatever happens regarding the shakedown, there's a bit of a crunch on that this week. I can't say what.
I won't shout out that. But I won't shout that out now. Can't persuade people.
No. So I'd say once they're out of the way, I can start, concentrating on this more. And I think what may do is to delegate slightly. If you guys want to look at paranormal sites, or sites that we could potentially get paranormal content from, and I can sort of concentrate on the Nichols thing, because there's essentially, I was going to look at the whole timeline things, but we pretty much know the movements of Pat, Craig, and Tony
I think you said
leading up to you know, that day leading up to when I went down.
Because I think you said you want to do more of a. You don't want to do any more spiritual on the paranormal on the
No,
actual.
there's nothing.
You
more
want to
we
do
can
more factual stuff now, don't you?
Yeah, there's nothing we can do. There's no more information we can glean. You know, this has now been the third, and as I said, that is the final visit because I physically cannot get any more. Went down there back on the 25th anniversary with Paranormal Essex. We had Rob under the Estes, who gave some, you know, some good accounts. You know, I went down the second time with some different guys, you know, Judy and Mark. But the 3 years have lapsed between those two events and what we did this year, which has given me time to sort of sit back and make sure we try and do it as right as possible. Which, you know,
I see your eyes like that.
I mean, the best thing now, you know, when we've gone down and what we do as a team is there's no egos here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't sit there and go, you know, oh yeah, it's definitely this, it's definitely that. You know, we do question ourselves,
So just sample them to make sure.
and you know, we do question ourselves. We don't, you know, jump up and down or anything like that. But if anyone's got an ego on the team, it's me. But that's just how I am, you know.
Big A bar. Oh,
Yeah. It's
Steward.
Bastard.
Bastard.
Yeah.
You're alive, what's it? No
Yeah.
language.
As I say, if anyone's got some kind of ego, it'll be me. But that's, you know, I'm
Half
very,
the team.
you know, I'm very forward with things I do.
I don't think you've got an ego. I just think
I'd
you're
say,
confident.
yeah.
And, you know.
Yeah, I mean, some people may say
No,
it's an
you've got to be kind of confident and forward, really.
Yeah.
Sure of what you're doing.
Sean McCauley said, "Hello,
Hello.
are you with us?"
Yes, we're here. Yeah,
we're
we've got
here.
your show.
Yeah, we're with you.
Is
Are
that
you-
Sean?
Yeah, chap called Sean.
Hello, Sean.
He said, "Are you with us?"
Yes, yeah. But yeah, so as I say, those 3 years were a good basis to reflect and get things right from when we went down there for what you saw last night. And it was a very, it was frustrating. You know, personally it was frustrating because I was hoping to get more than we did. But
Yeah. But we got
on the
enough.
flip side, it was very, very illuminating and walked away positive. And that, I will take that every day. You know, considering the last couple of times I've been down now. We come away very positive. And there was, you know, it did feel like a change, a lot with Patricia and with Kevin. You know, just felt that switch in energy.
Well, on a comedic value, we found out that Rudy don't like the cold. Did you realise in that video, 36 times you said it's bloody cold in here? It's got bloody cold around here, isn't it?
I was absolutely
I know.
freezing my.
We all were.
Yeah. It's weird though. Every time, well, I know it's February we've done it, so you can expect it
Well, then
to be cold. But
I need to recoat. I need a tan. You know, I need to be in the sunshine.
Yeah.
yeah, it's
But that was bloody cold.
I mean, it was also kind. It was, I suppose, good in a way that, you know, when we did return, we had conditions again that was very similar to what it would have been in December of '95. You know, just very cold, clear. You know, there wasn't snow on the ground, but we did see frost coming up.
Sean says, really interesting. He also put the Range Rover ended up by here in Newark.
Oh, really? Oh, that's interesting.
Yes, yeah, the Range Rover. Now, obviously, if you've seen the pictures, I don't know if you guys have seen the pictures of the Range Rover.
It's a black Range Rover.
Yeah. It
Well, it was a dark blue.
Or dark blue.
Yeah, but it was in a right mess, obviously, with, you know, with guts and everything spread everywhere.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it was stripped down, completely cleaned out, and rebuilt. It then ended up on.
Wasn't it just destroyed?
No.
Was it sold?
Yeah.
Robert Smith says, cheers for the work you guys put into Rettendon. Enjoy your videos, team. Seems the TMI team are finding out new info every week.
Yes. Yeah.
Who's the DMI team?
That was who we was talking about last when we was down there. You know when Pat said, oh no, his name is Patrick. When Pat said there was like an official
Agreed.
team
Oh, yeah,
involved.
they were
Yeah, that's who
reopening
was referring to TMI.
Hmm.
TMI
Oh,
are the retired detectives and police.
Oh, are they? Oh,
Yeah.
right.
I thought the
okay.
police
They're-
had reopened it because he was talking about the police doing it. But
So
obviously
are they the
maybe
official
firearms.
team investigating?
They are, yeah.
Right.
They're what's called. I couldn't think of it on the night, but they're what's classed as expert witnesses because of their experience and knowledge of on how things work. So yeah, I know all of us are hoping and praying that it will get reopened, and the information that they get, it will shed new light, and it will exonerate Mickey and hopefully get
Isn't
him.
there something like 140 odd documents sealed?
I read or heard from that somewhere. Obviously, during the course of my time, crime syndicate courtroom has covered it in depth,
Yeah.
and I've had conversations with crime syndicate courtroom team, off record about obviously mainly this and one or two other things which I won't delve into because.
Well, if you think back to when it happened, right, the red tape for everything was colossal for the police. So if you can imagine, if they've got like 140 different witness statements and stuff like that, not witness statements,
It was all paper as well.
old paper, that's going to take a long time. And obviously, if they don't unseal them and they don't do them, it's not saying that they've a fault, but with the manpower they had, they couldn't, could they?
It's like a lot of things, they get shelved, something gets shelved, for all.
I also think a lot of the reason I don't want to reopen it because
That's what I mean.
the paperwork that's there will contradict
Investigation.
will contradict what they did at the time.
Yeah.
So that is my main take from it. I'm probably the same as the others that have been delving into the Essex Boy murders, is that official right. Because I mean, most of us know that the SIA, Ivan Dibley, that was his last case, and he had a fixation about Mickey because Mickey was giving him the slip about his drug import export stuff. So as far as he was concerned, he was guilty, and that was all he's interested.
Well, Sean says them lads never deserved it.
No,
They didn't.
no, Jack and Mick.
Would you say it's more gangland, if you like? I can use that term freely by saying that. Do you reckon it's more territorial than it of
yes.
gangs
Well,
than it was
considering,
actually? Yeah.
Considering what was they were dealing with, yeah. I mean, you've got to come to that.
Because I can imagine, like, obviously Pat and all that, and Tucker, and all, they were making a name for themselves. But obviously there was the old East End type gangs. I'm not going to mention names. That were like, hang on a minute, we're not having them taking our territory, sort of thing, And it's,
Exactly. They called it turf wars, didn't they? Something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
and it happens now. I mean, you go anywhere in this country, you've got rival gangs
It's
and
just
all
like
that. It's
America,
just-
isn't it?
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, but we're 20 years behind America, so whatever they're doing now, we'll get in 20 years' time, as you know.
Yeah. Although they thought of themselves as probably big fish, they were
Yes, pecking
literally.
order. Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, they were literally small fry compared to the East End gangs,
Of course they were.
and those were the gangs that Tony Craig and Pat were. Those were the toes they were stepping on, and they didn't care. So
no, that's right.
yeah,
That's right.
that's
They overstepped
But-
the mark, really.
I'm set up.
On a different outlook, they never messed with what I call innocent people. When they run the clubs and stuff like that, they didn't. They actually, when they were serving people, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
they looked after them in a way.
Yeah, I mean, there's, if you weren't involved in dealing drugs or if you weren't on the doors,
You was a buyer, basically.
yeah,
You'd be looked after.
it weren't really, they weren't really bothered with you, I suppose. It was only other dealers that were probably trying to step on their turf and so on. That's when, in that world, that's what's going to happen. There were drug wars, basically, and they were sort of trying to get to the top of that. And also, there was one or two doormen that probably, I think, stepped out of line, and Tony and Craig were very quick to step on them.
Yes.
I mean, Tony was a nasty piece of work.
Sean turns around and says, "Sounds like you say push the look." I think he meant push their luck.
Yeah, yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah.
So I mean, if someone went into Raquel's, for example, which was the main door, but they had doors in Southend, they had Romford as well.
Yes.
you know, if another guy went in there pushing drugs, they'd be quick on
Of
it.
course they would.
Yeah. You know, it's
A bit Moorish they are, aren't they?
well, those what's it?
Yeah, I know.
I've drawn the chocolate now.
Oh yeah, you're not chopping these yet.
Ah,
You have.
I've already had one.
Okay.
so someone put on the comments that they thought it was Leia Bedstead.
Well, because Leia Betts was at, you know, Raquel's, and she did have the ecstasy tablets. didn't
She's
she?
one-
Oh, you're talking about Leah Betts?
Okay.
Sorry,
What's that? What's that
You're
got?
talking about Leah Betts?
yeah.
Yeah.
And she took one of the ecstasy pills, or several, I don't know. And she did have an excess amount of water, I suppose.
Yeah.
That didn't help the situation, though.
No.
Uh,
It was the water that killed her. It wasn't
Was
it
it?
wasn't the ecstasy.
oh, okay.
But
Because too much
And
fluid's going to
her
do it.
father was policeman,
Mhm.
so
Well, that was the same time as, if you remember, E17, Brian Harvey made his comments, which were taken out of context, which basically got him sacked from the band, and now he's like doing his own truth stuff. I'm not going to promote what he says, but that's his business. But he got sacked for that, and the papers use Leah Betts as an example of what he said about I'll take 12 E's in one night.
What's the connection Leia Bedstead
Okay.
and
so
Pat Tate?
what happened with Leah Betts?
She died. I know that.
Leah Betts has no connection with Pat Parsay.
Oh, okay. So what
It
was
was Tony.
But she was in the club or
Tony?
something, wasn't she?
Tony Tucker.
She was in one of the
Was he in
clubs.
the truck? Was he in
Um,
the Range Rover?
In that Range Rover, in the Range Rover, you got Pat. You had Craig driving, Tony in the passenger seat. Pat was in the back.
Okay.
Now the Leah Betts thing. It was her birthday. I think it was her 18th.
yeah.
Now this is what happened. She asked someone to get her an ecstasy,
Oh, well.
Right.
and the guy that she asked was dealing in Raquel's, and he got the drugs from Tony.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's the
Okay.
connection there, you see.
So that her dad thinks they're responsible for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So the ecstasy that she took was from a dealer that was supplied by Tony.
I think Sean's going. He said, anyway, nice talking to you all. So I think Sean's going.
Right.
All right, thanks, Sean.
Thanks, Sean.
Yeah, nice to see you.
Previous to that, Jeff just put there was quite a few innocent people that were harmed.
Oh yeah, I would
Yeah,
imagine
I
there
should
were.
I should imagine there
Um,
were.
I think there was cannon fodder, but not like they
Yeah.
went out of the way to chase, like, you know.
Mm.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean there was people that had some sort of involvement with them. That yeah, I mean Kevin was one of the prime examples. There was a guy trying to get himself straight, cutting bad things happened to him, and he ended up back there. But yeah, certainly with Leah, as I say, she got the tablet from this guy. We got his tablets from Tony. Prior to taking the ecstasy, Leah drank something like 9 litres of water.
Mm.
Yeah,
Because
Which is not good for anyone anyway.
she basically
Yeah.
drowned herself.
She-
didn't she?
But
I think 6
Why,
litres.
did it stop you processing it or something?
Well,
You can drown on
you're
it.
supposed to not dehydrate.
I thought it was alcohol with E that was a problem because it
You're
dehydrates.
supposed to hydrate, right?
Yeah.
But that was a bit excessive because she, you know, the hydration just.
yeah,
I-
so you
I
drink
would-
that much, it knocks on your
I
minerals.
wouldn't know, but I think the ratio is you need to drink at least half a litre of water every sort of like half hour, something like that. Not 9 litres in like an hour.
Yeah, I
Because
mean
you
I
can
don't
drown
know
on
what
that.
ratio, but I mean
Allegedly, that's how I hear. That's
Yeah.
the ratio.
but that's what I understand. It was she drank something like 9 litres of water, which will screw your system up.
Yeah, well, anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But then took the ecstasy, but of course the ecstasy is the easy thing to blame. You know, not that I'm promoting drugs or anything, because
No.
you know, I can't say it's wrong. But because the ecstasy was the easy thing to blame, and obviously the trail led back to Tony,
Totally.
and it put Tony, Craig, and Pat right in the crap because now Tony can't push the drugs because of what happened to Leah, even though the drug was probably fine. So I use that quotes in, you know, because of the reputation that he got from that, he now had immense trouble trying to sell drugs.
Jeff thinks she overheated and went into a coma.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably the most.
Because the body will only take how much water it needs. So if you overdose on it, where's it going to go? It's only going to come out via your bladder.
Yeah.
or
Or
by,
sweat.
or by sweat.
Ryan.
But if she's got too much, the body's going to overheat, isn't
I
it?
mean, I know from Friday when I went to give blood.
Oh yeah. Because sweat like
The last time I went to give blood, they couldn't get bugger all out of me.
No blood.
No blood.
You're not human.
So,
Might not
so
be.
basically you were sweating like a nun in them
Yeah.
summers.
He's got diesel.
I wasn't sweating so much as I was going to the toilet very regularly. Even just prior to actually going to blood, so I've just got to go to the toilet. Because I've drunk best part of 2 litres during up to 3 o'clock. You know, to make sure I had more than enough fluid in me. But my God, I was going to the toilet. So,
Oh, Sean's still here.
How was
Hate
it?
blood's taking.
eh?
Hate blood's taking. Yeah, obviously he hates needles.
Yeah.
Same as me. I mean,
Oh, do you know what?
they're not very nice when they do needles.
No.
That's my needles.
Oh, don't they go bang?
I
Yeah, that's not bloody arm, though.
Oh, I was showing the box.
You strip it
Oh,
off now.
he's
Yeah,
going.
it's coming off.
He's reenacting the
Coming
style.
off. Right. So I'll let you see that.
I can.
I don't know if you see.
Little raw wound.
My little bruise and me thing.
Oh,
but
bloody hell, that's a bad bruise, yeah. All from a needle.
yeah, they did have. It started. The blood started to come out because when you give blood, you give them like a pint. And then it started to slow down, so they started moving the needle around. That's making hurt.
Can you not just do that?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I was
supposed
doing
to-
that.
You're
I was
supposed to
doing what I was
pump up
told.
the vein.
Yeah.
And
I was-
it's supposed to go into the vein.
Yeah, that's what they done.
But they obviously
Yeah.
couldn't find it.
They found a vein, but
Sean said, but now you have no choice with diabetes.
Oh, mate.
no.
Oh, God bless you.
That's what I mean. I was diabetic, Sean, so I had many months of being stabbed by a nurse with. I mean, she should have worked for Madame Bowery's House of Pain because she wasn't very nice with her needles. And it hurt.
But yeah, that was a bit painful for a day or two. But yeah, you could feel them moving the needle around trying to get the smell back on.
Jeff O, it's surprising what damage a little prick can do. Yeah, we know, Jeff.
Except he's not little.
Shorter than me.
No, I mean, what which was?
Oh, yeah, yeah, sorry. You fell for that one, Jeff.
Yeah, I know.
You walked into that one.
But yeah, even after drinking all that fluid, they still struggled to get. I think they got about 3/4 of a pint out of me.
And then you were just flat.
Yeah.
You do look a little bit. You do look a little bit like slimmer this
Please.
week. It must be- They've actually taken some alcohol out of your blood system. Sorry,
Probably.
blood out of your alcohol system.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, that was fun and games. So they're going to try my left arm next time. So they're getting it because they asked you what hand you use, and I'm left-handed. So they go for your right. So because everyone else in there was
Oh,
right-handed.
I can't let people stick needles in my left arm. I've got holes in my. You can actually see them. It's like a little.
Jeff said, "How does Gloria know that I'm not little?" We've
I've
seen the
seen
posts
your-
on Facebook, mate. Don't worry. We've seen all your OnlyFans account. We know.
I don't. He might do.
I don't. I'm just saying. You told me. You told me down last night when we was down in Bradwell. You told me about his
We
OnlyFans.
went in Bradwell last night.
The other night. The other
Oh,
night.
Saturday night. Yeah. So
Oh, I feel so. Actually, my heart goes out to you, Sean. Rapid stick injections a day, plus tablets.
Oh, God bless you, mate. Yeah.
does Sean know about quinine?
No. Maybe if you want to message us, Sean, we'll give you some insight into something that'll help you.
Well, it's not
Obviously, I don't
like
want to say it
it's
publicly.
Quinine. It's
Grapefruit
I know
rind.
what
Yeah,
quinine is.
grapefruit. Yeah.
Grapefruit rind.
Yeah, I know grapefruit. Yeah, and boil it up. And make
It worked for me. Clear mine up.
I mean, Paul's got the info on that. So if you want to message us, we'll
I'll send a message. If you want to private message me, Sean, I'll let you know.
So yeah. So there we go. I suffer for
Oh, wait, I don't like needles, but I used to have them regularly for my blood pressure.
but there was something that come up when because I first gave blood back in 2021.
I've never given blood.
Well,
I kind of think that my body needs it, so I don't want to give it away.
yeah, well, I think that's why I didn't want to give it out last time. And even after drink, I had a full English that morning. They said to eat and drink well, so I had a full English Friday morning. Plus, I've done you know, I drank as much as I could physically stomach.
Because I kind of believe that I don't think a pint of my blood's worth a tea and a biscuit. I don't.
No.
I kind of think, you know, a couple of Jack Daniels and maybe a pack of Priest.
Yeah.
Talk
No,
about,
no,
I felt
not
like
tea and
Jack
biscuits.
Daniels
talk
afterwards.
about Jack Daniels, mate. Can I?
Go on,
Yeah.
top up.
There's one for you.
Cheers.
Your blood is Jack Daniels.
But
Yeah, if you go,
Thanks.
yeah,
Can I get a Coke, please?
you want a Coke?
I swear.
See the old barmans.
Yeah, well, I've got 2 jobs to do tonight. I've got a computer to sort out and I've got this to sort out. So I'm trying my hardest.
He's multitasking. He's doing a good job.
Whose computer you sorting out, Jeff?
No, that's mine. That's I've set that up for the live so I can see the comments better. So I don't have to keep touching the phone and all that. I can sit there and read them out.
What was I going to say? Yeah, when I first got to 21, and I swear down, because you get asked if you've recently had a vaccine, if you know what I mean.
Yep, that nice little
Within the
prick
last 72 hours or something like that. You know,
Treatment.
if you've had the mRNA
If you had the Britney Spears.
treatment, yes.
Have you had the Britney Spears
And I
today?
had the Britney Spears. So you get that on the sheet, have you had it? Because I said no. And I swear I got asked again if I've been jabbed.
Why are they asking you?
Because I'm unvaxxed. I have a pure blood.
I'm a bit like the Vampire Diaries. I'm a pure blood.
So you're a pure blood.
Mm.
Oh, you're exactly like us.
Well,
Yeah.
no, like,
You're one of
We're
us.
all
the trouble
pure
is,
bloods.
you're 90% pure blood because you're our boys detached. Do you remember that comment? I can't remember.
funny.
That was brilliant. There we go. One more.
He's never going to let that go, is he?
Oh,
No.
come on.
He's never going to let that
When
go.
you find something on me, you can do it. I promise you can do as much as
I
you
found a
want.
lot on you, mate.
Oh, good.
That's
funny.
I just wouldn't.
Just don't check out my OnlyFans, please.
No.
I don't look on Grindr.
Yeah, I swear down they asked me if I'd taken the vaccine. I said no. So whether my blood went elsewhere, I don't know.
Sean said went to hospital 2 years ago with high ketos. And Jeff Ho has changed the subject by saying, serious question now, who made the pyramids in your opinions?
Anunnaki.
Anunnaki. Anunnaki.
Yeah, and those oh god. Do you know what you could spend actually that could probably be a subject for first round table.
Yes,
Yeah.
pyramids.
Yes. So when we do a round table, I think that'll be our first subject.
How did we get here? That'd be the good one.
We got here,
Oh,
we
could
got here.
start
On,
at ground zero.
we got here on a number. We got here on a
I'm
number.
going with Adam.
I've got a lift off the bed.
Yeah.
Rudy, we got here on a number 23 bus, and we changed the Angel Weasley, and then we got the tube to Walthamstow, and that's how we got here. So that's all I
Talking
say.
about
2 tubes and a bus.
Me being a Londoner, I mean, oh,
We got 2 tubes and a bus. That's what we got
it's a
here.
long walk, I know that.
All right, yeah, we can start from ground zero when we do our first round table.
Well,
How do we get
keep
here?
on about this, but when are we doing it?
I think what we'll do.
Is it going to be a Wednesday thing? Or?
Yeah, we'll do it on a Wednesday. Because what I've done is I've moved the content.
yes.
I've moved the content to a Sunday.
Yes, which means you've got Wednesdays free now.
Yeah. So
It's up to Paul, really, because we you know, 'cause Paul,
Rudy, I'm free all bloody week.
what you like, I'm free.
Right.
No.
It's not like I have to go to a 9 to 5 anymore,
no,
or a 4-3
I think you're the
system.
only one that does a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
My,
I don't wear
mine's,
Mondays.
Thanks to narcissists, I'm
So do I.
now, you know,
Honestly,
Enjoying the
Monday
night.
now.
Thanks to the narcissist.
thanks to the narcissists that I used to that used to employ
How
me.
many narcissists you got then?
No, thanks to the nice people. Sorry, I was phrased it. Thanks to the nice people that used to employ me. I'm now.
you didn't have a nasty cyst from sitting down too much, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a narcissist on my bum. Yeah, it's
I've
called a
got
boil.
some.
Believe me, a boil was more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
You know where
I
it
think
is.
yeah, that'd be a good subject for a discussion on the round table.
What
So
period?
Have we got a round table?
We don't need a such a physical term.
Yeah.
I think we should have one.
We've got a square. We've got a rectangular table. So we call it the rectangular type circle type table, or the imitation
use
round
your
table.
imagination.
We could actually call it the imitation round
Circle
table.
Square.
Yeah, we
The
square the circle.
virtual round table.
The virtual round table.
Yeah. We put,
Right, Jeff, you got to keep this clean, mate. But Karen and myself watched the program on them last night. Very interesting. Please keep it clean. Yeah.
it's funny, going back to pyramids. In a nutshell, the pyramids were built by the Anunnaki in mine, possibly Rudy's, but I don't know. But I know with ours, there's a.
Sean said he went to London last week to his mates in Sussex.
Yeah, in our opinion, they were built by the Anunnaki. They were energy conduits. Tesla proved it. And where those sarcophaguses are, nobody's were ever found in the
pyramid.
There's only 3 chambers.
Yeah.
There's only 3
Value
chambers in a
things,
pyramid, right? And they call one the tomb, but there's a tunnel that goes diagonally from one point to the other.
Yeah.
That was a heat transference.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the Pyramid of Giza, there was a channel that only covered up a few years ago, channel for water.
Yeah.
What that used to do, because it was covered in limestone with a gold top, that used to heat.
That's
The
right.
sun used to heat the water,
Yeah.
Right.
produce electricity to heat the water for them to bathe. Because you've got to remember, the Egyptians were in pure sunshine. They were in sunshine all the time. It never rained. It was never bloody cold there.
Yeah.
So to bathe, they used to have all this water to bathe in.
Yeah.
So they made that channel. They were just they were electrical generators. If per se, they were heaters. They were boilers. So they were invented to use all the elements of the planet, of the world, whatever you want to call it. But the limestone used to contain the heat, and the chambers. It's just it's hard to explain without drawing it. But you've got the 3 chambers, right? And you just think of the energy harmonics going through that. It would heat water.
What amazes me is the way that the precision cutting of the actual block.
There was nothing there at the time that can do it.
I mean, they didn't have lasers.
We didn't have plasma cutters, laser cutters.
How could you cut something that precise
Yep.
and then put something up?
And the measurements of the
The
pyramids.
measurements of the pyramids in line with the
Orion.
the 3 stars in the Orion.
Yeah.
Well,
in
they
the
say
belt
that
of
they
Orion.
say that Pyramid of Giza, the main one, the point actually points to Polestar, the Northern Star.
Yeah.
It always points to Polaris. Right, it's right on the same GPS coordinates. That would say, hang on a minute, that means that's in the middle of the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So if that point points to that would make sense. Because the other thing as well, sextants. If you go about sextants with the stars, right, and I'm going to be careful on this because I don't want to start a debate on this, but sextants use the stars for travel. So you'd use that to navigate.
Yeah.
So being the Pyramid of Giza sitting there under one star would tell me that that's the central point where the energy would go down. If you think of everything, I mean, science believes that everything's got a toroidal field. Everything. From our a toroidal field. From our vocal cords to frequencies, everything's a toroidal.
It's all about frequency.
So being Polaris, that would mean the toroidal field would start there, which would make energy go around it, thus heating water, or thus creating electricity. But that's my opinion. I don't want to go too deep.
Yeah. What I was going to say with the where they had the sarcophaguses, what they call the sarcophagus or the tombs, they weren't for they weren't for pharaohs at all. They are actually the same size as an ark.
Yeah.
And the Ark of the Covenant is one of at least 10.
Yeah.
I can't remember what was come up. Might have been the 5th kind. Paul Wallace, one of those channels. Paul Wallace is a great guy to check out. He does a lot of work on the 5th kind as well. But I was saying that these sarcophaguses are the same size, or an ark would fit into them. Which, and we all know that an ark is basically an energy.
But what if the pharaohs were added later? After,
well, yeah.
Let's go back to the early. Let's go back to some theories, not factual, because no one can prove it. But if you talk about the 1902 mud floods, where they changed a lot of systems and they changed a lot of things, maybe the pharaohs were added there. Maybe the pharaohs were added then,
yeah,
to cover things up, or maybe to change narratives. Maybe.
Well, the other thing was they were already there, but some of the Egyptians turned up and they just found.
Which makes me think that it was pre-human civilization.
Do you,
Pre-Sumerian,
any of you guys-
pre-Egyptian.
Any of you guys listen to Alex Collier?
Yes.
He spent 3 months on a supposed alien mothership, right? And he obviously learnt a lot in that time. And he deals with the alien, technology or whatever it is, or he's got a lot of info on it. So Alex Collier, yeah, he's one.
On a humorous note, there's you've seen that video that's been going around YouTube of the bloke with the paraglider that lands on top. He actually skims over the top of the Pyramid of Giza, and it's really because it's sort
There's
of
hieroglyphs on there.
and it's all hieroglyphs. But someone, and they've done this from Photoshop. Someone's edited it and put Del Boy was here, and it's just hilarious. You come back, someone put Del Boy was here. That's hilarious. Why would you put that in, Mark?
It'd be funny if you had in the hieroglyphics a Robin Reliant, wouldn't it?
Yes, that'd be cool.
Yeah, because you've got that other hieroglyph, haven't you, where it consider a depiction of a helicopter and like a submarine and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
the one
you
with
can
the,
have hieroglyph
it's
of
the one with
Robin
the
Reliant
Apache
or something.
helicopter and the bloke standing there with it, like looks like a tablet,
Yeah.
a laptop,
Yeah.
and someone on a mobile phone. It's like, hang on a minute, are they predicting the future? Did the
What, in
Anunnaki?
the hieroglyphs?
Yeah, seriously, there's a lot of
People
them.
had tablets, didn't they? They had literal.
But the
concrete
rockets,
tablets.
they had a rocket shaped like an ICBM. They had a rocket actually engraved. So obviously must have been a prophet, or someone knew the future. A bit like the creator of Simpsons. I mean, he knew
Or
far too much.
misinterpreting what they are.
Maybe,
You can see a pig in the sky in the shape of a cloud, but it's not actually a pig, is it? It's a cloud.
maybe he was promoting
It's
love.
open to
Maybe he was
interpretation.
promoting an early form of love honey. Maybe.
Well,
And
the
sons.
Hadron Collider's got a lot.
Oh, what a great picture turn up on Twitter. I'll show you a bit.
Well, Jeff's just turned around and said there's a lot of numbers thrown around that in that program last night, and it was basically said that the pyramid are tuned with Earth frequency. They're attuned with the Schumann resonance. Yes, Jeff. Schumann resonance is the Earth's frequency, which goes up and down.
There's a lot of
There are
interesting things
so
happening
many
in that
numbers in
idea
those
as well.
pyramids.
Is it?
There are so many numbers with everything.
Yeah.
There's been some
369 is the main numbers. They were Tesla's numbers, 369. So everything involved around, those, if you like, prime numbers, 3, 6, and 9. And he proved,
They're not prime.
no, but to him they were prime numbers. Not what we call mathematical prime, but his major numbers, his numbers that he had influence with. He loved those numbers. But everything he proved with all the toroidal fields, electrical, static, Tesla towers, ether energy was all 369.
But now, there's a new conspiracy theory. Tesla wasn't a real person.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Yeah, that's right, Jeff. Yeah,
Well,
369 is the main
stop?
numbers for Tesla and for
He wasn't human.
his
No.
opinion on
He
electrical
didn't
energy.
Didn't exist
He's
at all.
fake.
Oh,
He's been
EMFs.
written into history to send us in the wrong direction.
Well, there's a lot out there to.
And this is the
Confuse-
thing, if you're going to
confuse
disbelieve
anyway.
history, do you disbelieve all of it or do you pick the bits you like?
Well, can we believe anything?
No.
We can't believe anything.
We can't believe our history. we
I
can't
don't believe you're even here.
I don't believe the name's Gloria.
I don't
Oh,
think. I don't think.
crazy.
I don't think his name's Rudy. I think.
Oh, it is,
I think
but
he's.
he lives
Na-
up to his name.
I think his name's Carlos.
Carlos?
Fandango.
Carlos. Carlos, the love god.
The Loveless.
Who?
Carlos the Loveless.
Carlos, the love god. He identifies as Carlos. His pronouns are now Carlos.
Don't. We had a guy when I worked when I worked for Icon and Diva many moons ago. Who was the head seller before I took over? His name was Martin.
Yeah.
And we used to call him Squeaky the Love Albatross.
Really? The love albatross. Yeah.
Squeaky the Love
Where the hell
Albatross.
did we get that from then?
Well, his voice was a bit high pitched.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, and yeah, where the Love Albatross bit come from, I don't know. But that was...
You don't want to know. He loves albatrosses, doesn't he? Obviously. Did you breed them? Yeah.
Albatross.
I'm thinking of armadillos.
Albatross.
Albatross.
Yeah.
Ocelot's noses.
Did you? I've seen this video the other day on, I think it was TikTok, something like that. And this guy said, I've got some good news for you all. I thought, oh, here we go.
Good news. Is it the day of Sunday, right?
Good news. He said, all these people that supposedly committed suicide or died are not dead.
What do you mean about all these people?
All these people.
Everyone?
Most.
Or just
No,
famous ones?
He had a list of people.
You're talking about Isaac Cappy and all that?
Yeah. No,
I've heard that as well.
he-
Oh,
he,
Jeffrey Epstein, he didn't hang himself according to
no, he's on the. Apparently, they're on the witness
protection.
protection
Yeah.
program.
Oh.
And he's talking about Elvis. He was talking about Marilyn Monroe. She's got
Yeah,
to
but
be about-
Elvis lives in that church now.
She's got to be about 90.
He's
isn't
Pastor
she, by now?
Bob.
What is Elvis on a witness
What about
protection
Michael
program?
Hutchins?
He works in B&Q in-
MJ,
He works in B&Q in Folkestone, doesn't he? or something?
Michael Jackson. He had who else was it? Oh, Tupac, Lady Diana. There was what do you call it? Robin Williams. All alive, he goes. All alive and well.
If you look at what they've
I'm
done,
thinking-
I'd like to think so.
if you do what they've done, Robin Williams dressed up with Miss Doubtfire, flag number 1. So if he's acting, let's say he's acting in another role. I mean, it's been commonly reported recently that if Jim Carrey and James Woods have been impersonating Joe Biden,
Yeah.
obviously with a rubber
Well,
mask.
it's not
That's
the
all.
real-
That's all.
Yeah, but it's
all
not the real
across
Joe
the news.
Biden. Joe Biden died in what, 2016, wasn't it?
2017.
2017.
Yeah, that's Jeff put. What about that guy that said things will be okay to you at Liverpool Street, Paul? Yeah. Remember I was telling you about
Yeah.
that guy?
Yeah.
Come up to me and driving my train and I said out loud at the university here, God, can you let me know if it's going to be okay? 45 minutes later, I get to Liverpool Street, no one else around, some bloke runs up to me, asks me for a cigarette, says he knows me from college, and I don't recognise him, and then runs off and turns around and goes, by the way, Paul, everything's going to be okay. And I looked at him and went, what? He answered my question. So the synchronicity is there. Could be,
Yeah.
you know, but
Well,
I don't know.
I've had it. There was a point. I'm not long starting. I think it was just after that protest we did in Southend.
Yeah.
And I was in real low ebb. And it was a Sunday, and I was expecting Ben to bring. Ben was the other video guy on a protest, and I was expecting Ben to come round with a memory stick like I gave him of my footage. And I was at a real low ebb that day, and got a knock on the door. For us, Ben. Opened the door. It weren't. It was two guys from the Baptist church.
Okay.
Now the thing is, my mum was Baptist. I just thought, and we had a little chat and everything, and they gave me a Bible, and I got a CD and things, and I know it's King James Bible, but
Well.
but I thought that was Mum. You know, Mum. They're just good because Mum's Baptist, and she's passed.
And you worked it, well, obviously you've worked it out, but don't you realise that when you get to a low point, there's always something that you miss, but later on you think about it and you think, bloody hell, that was the trigger, that was what was pulling back up.
It didn't take me long to work that one out.
Yeah.
I thought, where's Mum?
Things happen for a reason. The synchronicity is all around you, and you've just got to spot each one.
Yeah, but I was sort of okay after that. It was Mum, just sort of, don't worry.
Yeah, and that's all you need. You just need that. I mean, obviously, what's happened here. I mean, I've been quite lucky. I have to admit, I'm actually in awe of like Gloria and Karen what they did. Obviously, Gloria's brought Terry through for me, and my other nan as well, Nanny Nick, and my mum and my nan last time. I mean, that just blew my mind. And there's no way that Gloria or Karen could have known the nuances of my mum and my nan. No way, because I haven't told anyone. You know, and they knew without a doubt. And it's just now. I mean, the synchronicities are there. When you need it, they're there for you. But it's a matter of having a little bit of faith as well.
Yeah.
Like we've got a little bit of faith. We may have mistrust faith because sometimes we think, why would that happen? Why would we let that happen, etc., etc. But the faith is always there because we know there's something bigger.
Yeah, but don't
around.
forget, I mean, you always get the odd thing going into your brain and saying, what if this is...
Yeah, but that's gaslighting, isn't it? I mean, some of your thoughts are not your own.
Well, it's all according to the brainwashing. I mean, we've all been affected by it, the brainwashing, whatever you like to call it. But some of us are more immune than others.
Yes.
It's just understanding they control us. I hate using they. We are controlled by fear. As long as we're afraid of something,
What was it what one of
and
Rothschild says?
if you keep filling people with negativity and fear, eventually you can tell them something wonderful and they just won't accept it.
Psychology 101.
Hadron
Rothschild stated.
Look who's come out.
Collider.
Yeah, but look who's come out. Elijah.
Who?
Jesus.
No, I don't think so, mate.
No, but it was just a great picture.
It was meant to be the God particle they were looking for.
Yeah.
Is that the Higgs boson one?
They found it, didn't they? Higgs boson.
Higgs boson.
They got something they were completely unexpected.
Yes.
So I've got off fast.
3 more minutes.
So no, that's due to the
So
opposite effect.
yeah, I found that on X earlier. I thought it was quite funny
Mate,
because they're opening up the sun, you know, the Large Hadron Collider,
what-
Yeah,
expecting
not
to
much
find
fun.
something, and look who
I know.
We'd
appears.
all be
Yeah.
remembering the same
I don't think they
thing,
can see the person,
Makes
so you
sense
might
to
have to
me.
explain what the person is.
Well, you can.
I can't explain it, but it doesn't make sense to me. I don't have the answer.
Yes.
No,
Is that God?
no,
Jesus?
it's not.
Yes.
Yeah.
Someone of biblical proportions.
Yeah. It's like you're trying to open
Didn't
up the
the
gates
bloke
of
who
hell.
invented or had a hand in designing the Higgs boson, didn't the bloke Higgs die recently?
No, Higgs boson wasn't invented. It's the
No, but the bloke that actually invented the theory of it actually died, I think, this week.
Probably.
I remember seeing something about it, about the guy that was
We all
involved
die.
in it, but he died this week. So
Did you hear about the array they got in the south? In the Antarctica.
Yep.
The telescope array.
you mean the one that's messing around with Dubai at the moment, where they turned and said, could a cloud seeding? That's what the media says, and I can say this because YouTube can't do anything about it because it's actually mainstream media. Mainstream media said that could a cloud seeding, and now can't stop it raining in Dubai. Funny that. So what they're saying, geoengineering is real then, aren't they?
Yeah, they're having to admit to it because
They can't stop it.
No.
It's 3 foot underwater. The
That
airport's
is-
3 foot underwater.
Well, in Lynmouth in 1952,
That's the RAF.
there's a radio broadcast that's come out, and they dropped 60 million or 60,000 tons of dry ice in the middle of August. This was
Yeah.
in 1952 above Linton and Lynmouth. As a result of that, it was just a deluge. 34 people died. The village was like destroyed. And now there are family members who are still trying to get, I don't know, answers, compensation,
Yeah.
whatever, for what happened to their families.
Justice.
Yeah.
But this radio station said that the MOD, RAF, perhaps, I don't know, was seeding the clouds. They've admitted it,
They've always done that.
and it was in the local newspapers. But newspapers have disappeared. But there's still this one radio broadcast where they were talking about it. And at the same time, they did it over somewhere else in England as well. And they were celebrating because it was over some farmers' fields or something, and it's just another deluge. And they were like really pleased with the results.
Trouble is,
In the middle of August, that kind of rain.
as I said Saturday, it's now been, that was 4 days. It's now been 6 days without any interference in the skies. Why not?
Well, I've seen it today.
Oh, they must be starting up again then.
Yeah.
But then it went in that case,
You-
it went
you've got-
5 days with nothing.
Because
What?
you can see
What was
the-
it,
you
annual
can
leave or something?
Yeah, I mean you can see the standard clouds, but then there's above that it's just sheet.
Do you know what I saw today? When I went round to the Renan, and no, back at the school run. I went back to the school run. As I was driving back, there was one cloud like that and had a J like that in the sky, and I'm thinking, now that is something you don't see every day. It looked like, you know, the vapor trail. Got to be careful what I say. The vapor trail was shaped like a J, and it just looked so odd. And I'm thinking, there's obviously a question there, or there's something there that's trying to tell me something. And I thought, no, I'm not going to bite on this because I'm going to remember that, and that's going to come up sometime in the future.
Yeah.
But it was literally a J with a cloud at an angle like that.
Yeah.
It just looked weird.
I mean-
It was one of those things that make you go, okay.
Yeah, as I say, I think it's what I saw today. I was going on to Canby, and well, Canby's a law unto itself, but it was, yeah, you had this, you got the clouds, and then there's this grey sheet, and there was a bit of blue, like blue sky, and you could see them coming over, and the, you know, and the contrail, whatever you want to call them, it was just lingering, and you know, and the grey just got bigger, and now we're completely.
Well, two theories on that. One, it must have been annual leave for the pilots. Or number two, it would have been, you know, they run out of fuel and they have to get it stocked up again. I don't know. But just in 5 days they stopped doing it. What was that? Was that for Lent? Was that for, you know, some sort of biblical or some sort of their, I don't know, should we say their holidays or something? I don't know, 5 days. It's never been 5 days they haven't done it for.
Yeah.
I mean, that's back again, obviously.
There's yeah, but there's now mention of a company that's involved with this.
The Southend company.
No, this is a company involved with the whatever the chemicals are used to do that. I'm not going to mention them, but there's coverage on X and Facebook, and I think, I think Jeff buys cars. I don't know if Jeff is watching, but Jeff buys cars has brought it up because it sort of popped up on Twitter, and now it's gaining traction. The company that's allegedly supplying these chemicals that are being used.
Most of them are aluminium barium,
Yeah.
which are two very dangerous things to us. obviously we can touch aluminium, but we get particles on our skin. But if we inhale it, it's very dangerous to us because it calcifies your pineal.
The
Barium,
idea is that it stays up there, isn't it? And it's all about combating climate change.
but it does block sunlight, natural radiation,
Yeah.
vitamin D. So, and your body can't survive without vitamin D and B12. So they block that.
And it affects us. It also affects the plants. I mean, have you noticed how slow the trees in particular are taking to blossom?
Well, let's look at current facts, and we can all do. How many people in the past 3 months have had an infection or a cough or a cold?
Yeah.
We've all lost our voices in the past 3 months.
Yeah, I lost.
Everyone's ill.
I lost my.
I never.
So that you've been indoors a lot, so you probably. I'm
Gloria,
out all the
ear
time.
infection. You lost your throat
Oh, I've
on the
been up
weekend.
since before Christmas.
Exactly. And I lost my throat when we went away for 10 days. 10 days and no throat. Couldn't speak. Couldn't hardly. I was croaking.
I must have been bliss for Heather.
No, it's like, oh, she loved it. She loved it.
Can't you get in again? But yeah, I
Didn't
had.
because I couldn't shout at the kids. Heather had to shout at the kids, so she kind of got herself right after it. So she had to take over the discipline because I couldn't shout.
Yeah, I think you come on Tuesday, Friday, Thursday. Sorry.
Yeah, Jeff said the same thing. Does that explain all the sore throats that's about like currently? Yes, it does, Jeff.
Yeah,
There's no coincidence that the fact is that most people are losing their voice. Adam, me, Gloria had an ear infection. All with your respiratory system, something that's involved in it. Heather put there's government legislation in place on the management of geoengineering, as we know.
Yeah, did you hear about the 5 councillors at Southend have been booted out,
Relieved of their duties. Yeah.
and they're investigating the others as well at Southend Police.
Well, there you go.
They're investigating.
Corruption will be exposed. It will. You can get away with it for so long, and then it will be.
There's a lot of things happening recently, isn't there? Apparently, Clash War has been arrested.
Heather said, I don't know whether this means that it is outside of their control or not, but the legislation goes on till the year 2100. So another, what's that, 66 years of this? 76 years of this? Oh.
Yeah, there was. But I mean, my take on it is if you're going to try and play God, it will come back to bite you.
All of us.
You got bleeding anaconda in there.
Alright, keep it clean. Stop mentioning the Rudy steak. Stop mentioning the Rudy steak. You keep mentioning it.
This is my R9 bracelet.
You're the one that started the webmaster.
I asked him if he had worms because he wants to eat him.
No, you've got a snake in
He
there.
said we've all got worms. I said you've got an anaconda. You made it something else.
Got to be very careful on this, Jeff. But Jeff said, I have a theory. Could COVID be a product of cloud seeding and bioengineering? In theory,
They wouldn't do it to themselves, would they?
Yeah, unless if they seeded up to the point that we were in a lockdown.
yep. And we're at home in our gardens because you can go in your garden.
And they couldn't send planes up because we was all in lockdown and no one could travel. Hence why we had a lot of clear skies in 2020. It could be like, hang on, if we're all locked down and there's no flights, why is that going
Well,
on?
the only good thing about COVID, when we had the lockdowns, we had no Jehovah's Witnesses or cold callers. Bonus. No one's selling us solar panels.
No.
Did you ever witnesses sell solar panels?
We get people knocking on our door for trying to sell us solar panels all the bloody time.
Anyway,
Anyway,
multitask, didn't they?
Heather said during lockdown we had a beautiful summer. We did. We had like almost 100 degrees, didn't we?
Yeah.
40 odd degrees. Obviously 100 degree Fahrenheit, but.
And then we had a crap summer in 21 and then a good summer in 22.
And also my beloved wife said maybe it is because of an experiment. Maybe. Allegedly.
Yeah, it could be an alleged experiment going
We'll
on.
never know, will we? Because they'll
No.
never tell us.
Basically they overdid it before and tried to cover it with a COVID blanket. Convid blanket. The Soviet Union, sorry. I should say. I've got to state this as well. Have said all theory, of course.
Yeah, it's all edged, it's all theory.
It's all theory. Just an idea, not real.
Yeah, well, could they be part of the same package? Release this bio thing.
Bioweapons. So,
Yeah, the bioweapon that was allegedly released from Wuhan. In combination with whatever was being put in the school.
the trouble is, didn't
Still
Ozzy
putting
Osbourne
out
bite a head of a bat? But he didn't get COVID, so how the hell did bats produce COVID?
Well, I guess it's like
That's
rabbits.
just a bit of humour, by the way.
Yeah, I was going to say it's like rabbits mixing with toasties, isn't it? Because, you know,
Toasties.
Mix me
mixing with
toasties.
toasties. Yeah, they haven't all got mixing with toasties.
No.
Oh!
Bite a rabbit,
When you said toasties, I thought you meant like the Pop Tart thing.
mixing my toasties.
Oh, mixing with toasties. I thought.
Myxomatosis was introduced to try and cull the rabbit population.
Yeah,
Because rabbits aren't.
they breed like rabbits.
Rabbits breed like the rabbits, but rabbits aren't native to the British Isles.
And they've been doing it for decades. by
No,
the way.
they're not.
No.
Nor are cats,
No.
apparently.
Yeah, rabbits weren't native to the British Isles. They were brought over from the continent as food and game.
So
and
there's
whatever.
no such thing as a British bunny.
No, there isn't.
No, because I mean, you've got a European giant. Have you ever seen a European giant rabbit? They are huge.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
lovely.
my
I've
friend
always
has
wanted
one, a
European giant.
house rabbit. He's like this high with his ears.
Always wanted a European giant.
Massive things.
Mm.
You got one, it's called the EU.
Why-
It's
Yeah.
called Brussels. You got a European giant.
Because I've got nowhere to keep it.
Just let it run around the house.
I'm sure Andy. will be
We did
happy
have
with
native hares though.
Ah,
We did have native hares.
hares are massive.
So no,
First
I
time
haven't got
saw
many
a
hares.
hare,
No.
I truly thought it was a fox. It was so big.
That's what she said.
They're cool though.
Well, anyway, changing the subject. What's the next subject?
that. Oh, good question.
Last, should we talk about Saturday?
Yeah, we can talk about Saturday.
Do all the singing.
Obviously, anyone that is watching, you know, if you
Quick change subject. Heather said, does Adam mean the Flemish giants? They are massive bunnies.
Flemish giants,
She said Flemish. Never heard of
they
them.
could be Flemish. I know them as European giants.
They're big.
They're
Big
big,
speech, they're big
big
ones.
rabbits.
Oh, I've got to be careful what I say this, Jeff, because obviously you're mentioning certain things, so I've got to be careful what I say about this. Obviously, our good friends at YouTube don't like us mentioning this. But Karen just mentioned something interesting, almost, and she works for a certain big brand company. Almost everyone who had double Britney Spears have something seriously wrong with them currently, which is coming out. Because obviously she's found
Oh,
out
I
quite a lot.
thought it was triple.
Double AstraZeneca.
Double treatment.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Head put it's a breed.
It's all right.
Flemish giants are a breed. They're not someone with a big nose that goes
No.
a lot.
Okay. Let's have a look. No,
We're not talking about Nephilim with colds.
No. Yeah. Not that I can keep one, but yeah. I mean, the other thing is like my daughter. She never got the Britney Spears.
Yeah.
And she was put under pressure at her job about it, and so.
That's one of the reasons similar to that. What I told you on Saturday. I reckon what happened with me was linked to basically I didn't have the Britney Spears because I was the only one that didn't on that employment. I do think so.
Yeah, one of the few conversations we've had, and she said it was funny because all those that did kept getting ill after that. And she was like one of the few at work that was all right.
Because they've got no
Immune system.
defence.
Yeah. It just knocks your immune system out.
It does. It's meant to knock your immune system out.
It degrades your immune system,
Yeah.
so you're open to anything.
If you go back to the theory, we're talking theories, which we can do, and I'm saying this 3 times for YouTube to say it's theories. If you go back for
Anyone for the remaining time?
if you go back to theories, back in San Francisco in the early 80s when they tested HIV, right, you could say that HIV, I mean they say it comes from rhesus monkeys from Vietnam and all that, but the first case wasn't actually diagnosed until 1978 in San Francisco. So they done a trial. And if you go through the old Rothschilds interviews and stuff like that and papers they wrote for the, shall we say, a certain organisation that has 33 levels in it, that not to do with stonework. I mean, they stated in there that it was an experiment for a chemical warfare, a controlled substance which actually would stop homosexuality. As I said, it's theory. It's not fact, it's
Who was
theory.
the propagator of that? NIH bloke?
It would be the same with the last name, with beginning with Red Devil,
Yep.
translated to a, if you know your what red is in German and what devil means. Give you a hint: small person
Yes.
with a
we
colour.
know, We know. And he was the propagator of this one, wasn't he?
Of course they were. They've always have been. Always have been. They're bastards. Sorry, bastards.
Bar stewards.
Bastards, I said.
Boss.
I mean, the information's all available around. I mean, Google's not exactly easy, but they do actually modify, because you get fact checked by some fat bloke that lives in Connecticut and it tells you you're lying because he's got facts on his little computer that tells you
Just
it's
got
wrong.
to check
You
this is
should
working
try
still.
Swiss
Sorry.
cows.
Yeah, still working.
That's
Yeah,
working.
That's
Swiss
an
cows.
expert. That was an expert noise there.
That was.
Like
Yeah,
that.
that's to tell us that these fact checkers that work for like things are like fact checkers are not fact checkers. They're just like trying to change the narrative. But the information's there. If you went on Yandex, all the information's there you need.
Mm.
I'm just saying, do your research. And that's
I
what I'm
can't
saying.
wait until the disclosures eventually come.
It's
to
coming.
light.
Mm.
If it comes, all well and good. I'm not sort of holding my breath, but
It's
I
like
hope
a
it does.
it's like a drip. You know, it's just a constant drip of of.
Do you know something I found very interesting the weekend?
Mm.
I was looking at TikTok, right, and the amount of videos about the sun at the moment.
I know.
About the sun.
Yeah, I
People
know.
are saying, why is it a different shape? Why has it gone white? I remember as a kid it was orange. It was like a very orangey, really orangey colour, a very warm colour. Now it's white. What's going on? And people were using their phones with filters on them to take it. And he said, that's not the sun that I remember from growing up. What's going on? And then some people are saying that the sun doesn't feel like the sun to them. And then you get the little people saying, well, they've stuck something over, they've stuck a filter over the sun, they've stuck something in front of the sun and things like that. I mean, it depends.
Geoengineering.
Geoengineering, but they've changed the colour, the intensity of the sun, which makes you think, hang on a minute, why would you change the intensity of the sun? It's only UV rays, or gamma radiation, whatever you want to call it. So we can pick up our vitamin D because it enables us to produce our vitamin D via those UV rays. Lately, no one's been producing vitamin D, which tells me they've done something to the sun.
Geoengineering.
Exactly. And a lot of people are noticing it, and I was surprised on Sunday morning, sitting there flicking through it, the amount of posts on it. It's like people are starting, and on X as well, people are starting to wake up to it. Normies are starting to wake up to this stuff. Like, I was talking I went to the Renan, and I was talking to one of the women who ran a shop, and she said, ain't it a lovely clear day? It's not normally like, you see all those lines in the sky. I went, oh, what do you mean, like the planes that? She went, oh, you as well. I went, yeah, they've been doing it. She went, I ain't seen it for 4 days. She went, no, I haven't as well. So people are starting to wake up to this stuff.
Well, the
Question is why?
yeah.
Funny that since the eclipse, no matter how you want to take it.
Well, yeah.
I believe that the eclipse was a spiritual awakening. It was a switch, bang, everyone switched on, and they're now going, they're noticing things. That's what I think.
Well, don't forget, Paul. It's all to do with frequency. Now.
Yeah.
If you change the frequency, it's like I was watching a video today about the Beatles and how they become famous by some frequency expert who is in, because it controls people's, demeanour, doesn't it? Frequency.
But then in the late 60s, they changed because Paul McCartney had a car accident, and he's actually said this on video. And 1967 he had a car accident. On 1969 he had a car accident. And they swapped him out with someone that looked like him. And he even admits now, and he's even joked on films and on interviews that he's not the real Paul McCartney, but he made lots of money by being a lookalike. And he learned to play the guitar and the piano.
Well,
Left-handed.
when the Beatles,
Exactly.
when the Beatles first come out, they were utter crap.
Totally.
They couldn't get anywhere because they couldn't play anything. And they went to Germany and tried to do a few gigs there, all shit. And then they were taken over by some other promoter. Next thing you know, they're all playing.
Well, how do you think Justin Bieber's become a global phenomenon? He can't even sing.
Which is it.
I mean, and
it's
Taylor
all-
Swift. I mean, she's she's all right, but she's nothing special.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but you need
It's
to
all about a star.
You
It's all
need to
about a
listen to
Starbucks
her
lovers, isn't
lyrics.
it? And
It's all the music is at a certain frequency. Was it
432.
No. This
No,
is
432 is the healing
This
one.
is at 4
7.
It is a bit
447 is the one that's the bad one.
4 4 6.
All music is at 440.
Is it 440? I thought it's
Yeah,
447.
because the singing bowls that I bought are set at 440. You can get some that are 432. Mine are 440, so I can use
No, it
them
should
with
be
other
4
instruments.
Should be 432. That
Yeah.
is the safe frequency. The 440.
432 is your spiritual
Yeah. The
frequency.
440 is the one that's quite. Let's put it this way.
It's just
abrasive to us.
440 is just what an octave is. It's just normal music.
Well,
that's what it's
It's
set
not.
to.
It's not.
Jeff
it's not
was
good for
And it's
our
been like it for
vibration.
decades, centuries.
Well, that's what I mean. They put
Yeah.
it to that.
Jeff mentioned about the frequency of the planet, right, of the world, right, and it's all linked with the pyramids and stuff like that. Well, I endure people to have a look up a thing called a Schumer resonance, and you can find a group on Facebook. There's thousands of people on it, and they monitor it. And you can
There've
look
been
at
loads of dips and peaks on there.
yeah,
There's been a
and
lot of
you look
stuff
at the
happening.
eclipse. It went down for like
I didn't look at
4
that.
hours, went down to nothing, and then spiked back up. And it's literally been spiking so much. Everyone's walking around with an ailment, whether it's a cold, a cough, a bloody losing their voice, infections. It's not a coincidence. It's not. But I do believe, on a positive note, that people are starting to wake up to what's around them.
They are because this is the,
Because of that
this is
eclipse.
Because
But
of
no one will
this.
do anything about it.
No.
There's a little project. I don't know if you're able to design something that would convert what my music puts out into 432.
You can actually make music generators, yes.
Yeah, well,
Using-
it's something you
I
can
can
pack
use a
into the
raspberry-
outputs.
You
A
can
Raspberry
transpose
Pi.
it, so it gets
I
out
changed
into-
my music to 4, sometimes 4/3.
I'll have a look into that, mate. I know what you're talking about. So
Yeah.
every song you play through your amplifier, you actually put a frequency generator in there
Yeah.
to actually convert it. A Raspberry Pi can do
I mean-
that. You'll have about a second or two delay because obviously it's got to convert it quickly.
Hmm.
But you can actually convert whatever's coming out of there
Look,
into a
boys.
healing frequency of 432
Paul,
to come out.
look, the guitar tuners, right, the digital ones,
Yeah.
they're all tuned to 440. No matter when you tune your guitar, every string will be a 440.
But 440 is not a good value.
No, I know it's
Not good
It's
value.
That's what I'm
nothing. It's
saying.
neutral.
It's not.
It's what every piano,
No.
every instrument in the world is at 440. It's
Then
just the
my
frequency.
instincts instantly go. Then that's
It's
I don't
just
want
the
to hear
frequen-
that.
Yeah, but you listen to music and you love it. That's 440.
Yeah, but most of
Every bit of music you listen to is
on
440.
this memory card, on that memory card, every single song on there, 3,500 songs are converted from 440 to 432.
They would sound different.
They wouldn't.
Yeah,
They
They
wouldn't.
would.
It's literally 8
Yeah.
hertz.
No, they
You
would
won't
sound
notice it.
different. No, the tone. They would sound different.
they would
No.
sound slightly different.
Yeah.
I mean, some people are really attuned to the frequency.
To me, it sounds
And
better.
they'll say,
It's easy
they'll say
listening.
it'll sound different, but you know, you can listen to it.
When I have a doze on that sofa, I stick that music on because I know it's in 432. I don't have my computer on because
Yeah.
I don't have YouTube music on. I don't have this on. I have that on because I know it. I've processed it to 432. I fall asleep in seconds. If I listen to absolute radio on my computer, it takes me about an hour because my head's humming. Literally, it's hard to explain. My head's humming. As soon as I put that on, within seconds, I'm gone.
Yeah.
It's a different frequency.
It's just what we hear all the time. 440 is our frequency. That's it.
Well, most of these satanic.
I'm just saying it's not a
It's
nice
the frequency of
440.
everything
It's not a nice
in the
frequency.
physical world because we are physical.
We are all frequencies.
Mm.
Everything we
And this is
deal with
why
is a
we're
frequency.
stuck at this
But
level.
432 can't be played with other instruments.
But what
So-
if, let's just put this out for a theory. This is a theory, I'll say that to YouTube.
You love that word, don't you?
What if everything's been put into 440 for a reason? Because as they said, it was a certain two-barreled word meaning a colour and a a young person, that turned around and said, we will get them with their food, we will get them with the air, we will get them with their entertainment. What was it? Clowns and...
Give them bread and circuses.
Bread and circuses, that's it. Right, but they will get you with the food, the air, the water and your entertainment.
Yeah, and that's
I'm just saying, it's just like, not everything's what it seems, because I'm not being funny, if people are starting to wake up to certain things. And I agree with Adam, yeah, I'll try and design you something that will play things at a calmer frequency.
Apparently, 440 hertz is considered cerebral music.
Is that according to
That
Google?
helps with the listener's cognitive development and is associated with the activation of the third eye.
Is that according to Google? It's owned by Black Rock Vanguard and these
that's
two nice
according
people.
I
to
don't believe that.
the unpublished zone.
I don't believe that for 1 minute. I think the 440.
So you've never listened to a single piece of music that's really got you here or really made you think ever in your life unless you've converted it to 432.
I would
440
say.
is natural for us as physical
That-
beings.
This is your.
I would- I
No,
would
this is fact. It's what we vibrate
the
at.
music-
I
music-
know what the standard.
It's just
I know
eight,
what the
that's
standard
it.
is.
I mean-
It's 440.
Yeah.
I know what this is, but
Yeah.
this is what they're using
Who's they?
to get in your head. You don't
Frequencies.
No,
understand.
they didn't create it. No one made 440. All these vibrations exist anyway. We don't make them. We are all frequency.
I would say as music, it's also dependent on the tones,
Yeah.
the types of instruments that are used, the tones. You know,
And you can
tone-
change it with your little,
pitch
I
bend.
call it a woo-woo wheel, but it's not
It's
on
a
your
pitch
keyboard.
bend.
Yeah, pitch bend, that's it. You
Pitch
can
bend.
change your, but it works at A, being in the centre of the keyboard.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
Yes,
And-
Jeff,
and,
you are.
you
Jeff,
know-
am I right in saying that in the past, I know what he's talking about, in the 80s and 90s, everything was broadcast at a certain frequency. And even though it was running at 50 hertz, which is the electrical channel, and CR cathode ray tubes used to run at 50 hertz, 50 lines, but the frequency, the audio output, the subcarrier was always at a different frequency, and it was always at 440 to 447. It was. Lately, digital, you can actually, a lot of boxes actually do it lower. Especially Roku boxes and stuff like that, they do it at a different frequency. And it was something that I'll quote a certain line from a certain, as I said, this famous family that like to say that, you know, if humanity knew what they really were, we would be up. We would be. They turned around and said, this family of the colour and the young people turned around and said, and it's been quoted many times, and it's actually quoted by this very famous Boy Scout club that deals with 33 levels, that turned around and said that if people really knew what they are, we would be fucked.
If knew what who are.
If humanity knew what they really were, we would be fucked.
Why is that?
Because once we realised that what's going
How
on in the
powerful we
main
are.
scheme of things,
Well,
when
quite
when
powerful
when
beings.
you wake up to what's going on, you don't believe half of what's going on. You sit there and go, it's never psyops, never psyops, never psyops. You do. You know it. We do it all the time. We can see through this stuff. Why? 3 years ago we didn't, but now we can.
But it's when it's not so much us waking up individually.
We just needed a catalyst.
You could have the entire world.
What a good
population
point, Jeff.
All waking up,
This is a good
but we
thing.
need to be connected, and we haven't worked that bit
My
out
next
yet.
purchase is going to be a
When we're all
frequency
connected,
reader.
and we are consciously
Jeff just put out,
connected, everyone
it would be
We're
very
powerful.
interesting
Yeah.
to measure what frequency those singing bowls give out that makes us feel good. It'd be nice to find out what frequency they...
Again, yeah, I mean, a singing bowl is about frequency, and to me, tone.
Vibration, basically,
It's,
yeah.
it's that tone. And that takes us back to what I call good music, and we don't get much of it now. It's just the what I call just good music, you know, that resonates,
It's not only the music; it's the actual
and it's the lyrics as
visual.
well.
Let's give it a
visual
try.
that they're throwing in with the mix as well. The
Yeah.
actual visuals, the flashing lights, the visual.
Actually, I'll do that on camera so people can see it. Just a normal singing bowl. Wait till it comes into view. Is it going to come into view? Or is it paused? Is that paused? One second, I think that's paused.
That's why something- I'm just paused.
Oh,
Oh no, it's come back really. I've got members of 5 seconds.
Slight delay, yeah.
Keep forgetting that, right. So what I'll do, if I do that and just do a standard. I mean, that's an actual frequency, the vibration that goes through your hand when you do it. Do you know what I mean? So it'd be nice to find out what frequency that does that.
I'll
But
tell you in a minute.
As I say, just take it back to normal music. I find that the further we've gone down the musical path, the less what I call good lifting music has,
Wow.
has reduced.
was that a good weird, Karen? Could Karen put, when I done that, it just made my stomach go all weird. Was that a good weird or a bad weird? Because I tell you what I did, right? There was a song that I liked, and I'm not really a, I do like Coldplay, but Coldplay done a song called Higher Power, right? And I remember changing the frequency of that. I put it through a frequency generator. So yes, it was good. I put it in 432, and I absolutely love the song now. But if I hear it on a radio, I cringe. I can't. It's hard to explain. I don't like hearing it. Right, when I converted to 432, my favourite songs I do it in 432, and it makes me feel good. It does make me feel really good. But when I hear it, like if I get the CD out and listen to it, I can't relax to it. But if I do it in 432 and convert it, I feel better. I feel so much relaxed, and it's weird. I know that. I mean, it's a natural order thing. If they do it in 440, you know, I just think frequencies matter. We're all frequency beings. We're electrical, and with electrical, I mean, you've got frequency and power, wattage. So obviously, we're electrical beings. So obviously, frequencies affect us.
Do your Weezy bow again?
My Wheezy bowl,
I love the tone of the piano.
I do as well. There's one form of piano, and I can't remember. It's an old brand, but they still make it now. But they use proper horsehairs instead of like the nylon fibres they use now, and it sounds beautiful. But they're about 40 grand, these pianos.
40 grand.
But you hear them, and you know why they're 40 grand. But you're just playing a piano on that.
Yeah, but it's 440. It's still 440 hertz.
I
So you
I
can
would
play
disagree with
that.
you, so I'm going to
So you can play that with other instruments. That's why some are at 440 and some are at 432.
But I'm going to do an investigation in that, and I'm going to disprove that, because I'm actually going to get myself a frequency monitor that actually can monitor frequency sounds.
But you can hear it if it's
Yeah, but
not
our
the same
ears probably
thing.
working that. But if I was to, that would probably, I bet you that is not 440.
Yeah, it
I
will
bet
be.
you. I bet it's not.
How much did it cost?
That one was about 60 quid, I think.
That ain't gonna be 432. Not for 60 quid.
What?
No. So the ones I've got, my singing bowls.
Jeff just said 432 apparently is what they produce, which would explain why Karen felt good.
But you can feel good. That's it. The singing
I feel
bowl.
good every time I play that.
Yeah, because it's a singing bowl. It's designed to make you feel that. It's so you listen to a piano or you listen to I don't know, any instrument. It doesn't vibrate like that because the sound is contained in the bowl. It's
But
designed.
we'll have to
for you
agree
to
to
hear
disagree on
the-
this one, because I don't believe that 440 is actually good for the
But
human
you
body.
can literally hear the vibration. That's why.
I can
it
only go
works
by
so
the
well.
experience
You
I've
can
done.
hear the
When I've
frequency,
converted
yeah.
songs and music that I like to 432, I feel funky as hell. When I do, there's no other way of putting it. Right, I can sleep. I can sleep at music at 432. If I do it at 44, if I do it at the standard 448 to 447, right, music doesn't connect with
You're
me
a
on that level.
funky guy.
But if I do it at 432, it connects with me. It really does. And I feel it. Whereas I can't feel it with 440. I like the song, I can hear the music, hear the beat and all that, but it just doesn't make me feel good. But if it's 432, which is only 8 hertz difference, and our ears are a little bit different to feeling it, but I do think that there is a way of changing things, such as the frequency of music and sound.
You can change anything, but you know, basically we are frequency beings.
Of course we are. Everything's frequency based.
Every
Everything
chakra in our
Chakra. Yeah.
sorry, in our body
It's the alcohol talking
vibrates
about.
at a different frequency.
Of course it does.
Yeah, everything around us vibrates. The
That's
air,
what this book says.
the
I mean,
furniture,
this
absolutely
book-
everything, water.
this book tells you what frequencies your chakras work at.
Yeah.
That book there, it's a lovely little book, and I've read it. Very interesting. Doesn't tell you any poppycock, any fairy stories.
No.
It just basically tells you a way
Yeah.
that they've tested and what frequencies work for what chakra.
Yep.
And 440,
Nope.
440 is not mentioned. Neither is
It
447.
won't be because 440 is the physical world frequency.
I would
It's
say
not,
that's
so if you're looking for spiritual stuff, That could be 432 or 4. Oh my God, there's loads.
There you go, Jeff's done it for me. Thank you, Jeff. Here you go. Heart is 594, throat is 676. I can't see there's a love heart in a way. I hate that when it does that.
What?
There's a love heart in the corner.
Oh,
672. Third eye is 720 and crown is 678.
Yeah.
But
768.
They're all high frequencies.
But that would be better. But the hearing, I would say a healing frequency.
But 432 is a low frequency.
Yeah, but it's a healing frequency with vibration and frequency based. And when I had my stuff with my tooth and all that, I was listening to just 432 music and I healed faster than I expected. And it felt good.
Some frequencies I can't listen to.
I'm not trying to disprove you, Gloria. I'm just saying that I would
that's
believe that 440 has been set as the industry standard to keep people in check. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying it's you got to remember it's like everything. You know, why put fluoride in the water when fluoride serves no purpose? Fluoride's a byproduct of a popular brand, and it was introduced. Just saying that, as we know as spiritual people, fluoride calcifies your pineal gland. It does, and it stops you being apparent to what's going on. Filter fluoride, and you filter your life. So you filter how good it is. It's simple little things that, you know, and it's all there to create.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, just going back to my music. I've learned that what I play makes a huge difference to people's vibration. You'll see when you come out.
Yeah, I want to come out every one night. I mean, if you
So-
play deep music that people know, like all the good party hits, like I Will Survive and all that, people love them because they're all good, feel good. But if you start playing Smack My Bitch Up by Prodigy, or
I like that song.
you know, I know, I love it as well. But if you start playing songs like that, or you started playing, you know, Female Dog, Something Please by Dr. Dre, you know, or F the Police by NWA, you know, people start changing their attitude, you know.
Become angry.
Yeah,
Or
become angry.
Or dollars and cents. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What's his name? What's his name?
Everything's got. I mean, you got the classics, which are classics for a reason. I mean, you sit there and play. What's his name? This is the way to Amarillo. You play that, everyone just gets up and dances. You know they do. It's an old classic. Black Lace. I mean, come on. Every holiday camp plays Black Lace. Agadoo.
Oh, I hate that.
I know, but you always get up and dance it.
Superman.
Oh.
You always get up and dance it. Come on.
Sprite.
You've had a few drinks, you get up and dance it.
No. Anything that makes people
Superman.
get up and
Yay!
dance together is just fucking up.
Sound your horn.
It's beeping.
I ain't going to play that music because obviously, you know, we can't.
Yeah, everyone.
Basically, 432 is healing and meditation. Paul,
Yes.
remember the music I played when I did you the Reiki? That is 432. Yeah, I do. And as I said, Jeff, you know that a lot of songs that, like I've told you about, the ones I converted to 432 have actually removed my headaches. Because I used to get a lot of headaches, but I changed my music that I used to listen to through these headphones here, and I don't get headaches no more. So I'm only can go by my personal experience. Obviously, your personal experience is different, Gloria. But I won't trust
No,
Google.
it's
I won't
not
trust
my
Google as
experience,
far
it's
as you told me that the world's a
It's just
square
what
with
I
a.
understand of 440 is the given frequency that everything vibrates at in the physical world. That's all.
Yeah, man-made set.
But we're not man-made, are we? We're
No, but most of the stuff we do, such as
well,
as I
you're
said,
a chemical reaction on the toilet seat.
Oh,
But I mean, there are a whole raft of people that believe the 440 has been invented to oppress us
of course
and
it has.
keep us dumbed
It
down.
all has.
In that case, then why would they put aspartame in drinks and why would they put fluoride in water?
Well, aspartame in drinks makes money for them
Of course it does, and it's also a way of getting rid of a chemical compound that they can't throw away on the fucking earth.
and turns to
Sorry, on the
formaldehyde
flipping
in your
earth.
liver.
lovely.
So you're embalming yourself. By the time you're dead, you don't have to pay for that.
Oh,
bit.
that's right. That was cheaper.
Because aspartame embalms you.
It does. It turns formaldehyde in your liver. And it's the only thing that can cross the brain-blood barrier. That's more worrying.
Yay.
Yeah, that is.
Let's have some more Pepsi. Anyone want a Pepsi at the moment?
No, that's now got sweetener in it.
No, and it's got aspartame in it, or aspartame
Yeah,
K,
sweetener.
which is exactly the same another product name. With,
Oh, that's the sulfane K. That's the Southend Guy aspartame.
All the same thing.
Sucralose have all got aspartame in them.
All the same thing. If you ever want to actually look,
Stevia.
you
No,
might want
actually,
to
I used to have a little stevia plant, and you can.
stevia.
Yeah, you
It's
can
good.
You can boil it and use water as sweetener.
I
But
put it in my hydroxychloroquine when I was drinking it today.
you have no idea what your mouth is making different shapes to what you're trying to
Tell
say.
Adam that listen to my Viking music at 4-3. Sorry, tell Adam that I listen to Viking music at 4-3-2 when I draw. It really works. Never done my art so good
Wow.
because it's a frequency. You got to remember
That's an amazing frequency.
4-3-2 is a creative. It helps you sleep. It helps you heal. You know, like today, I had my headphones on. I mean, I had a massive headache this afternoon at 2 o'clock. I just literally went upstairs and crashed on the thing. I had my headphones on, and I was listening.
People just suffer with them,
I was I was listening to War of the Worlds.
Yeah.
With my headphones on, which I converted to
Yeah.
4-3-2. I was asleep in
Why's
seconds.
everyone getting headaches recently?
I'm
I know, and I slept for 4 hours, woke up, and I feel fantastic.
Are you getting headaches recently?
Once in the blue moon.
I think you're
Just him
susceptible.
then.
I think you're being susceptible
And
to
him.
it, obviously the
No, he
change
said
in the
he's not getting
vibration.
Oh, well then.
Are you getting headaches? No.
I'm getting problems with my throat. I'm getting talking. I'm getting like, ugh. I feel really drained. But I'm not. I'm not.
Chemtrails have gotcha.
Who?
The chemtrails have gotcha.
Probably. Cause probably.
Just a theory.
But my theory is I normally go out there barefooted and stand on the grass.
Drink your CDS.
Grounding is really good for you.
Drink
Yeah.
your CDS.
Grounding is good for you, yeah, because you're an electrical being. And as I proved, and I'm
Yeah.
hopefully going to do a video short on this as well, which is it's basically based on fact because it's actually a feel good thing. I've got a multimeter. I'm going to stick it in the earth and literally hold a probe and stand on the grass barefoot and then stand on the concrete and show you the voltage difference. It's only millivolts, but it's enough to change your frequency.
Well, you think about it. You
It
go back
works.
however many centuries, and this is how we lived. We'd walk around with bare feet. We'd eat natural food. We probably shouldn't be eating stuff that doesn't come from where we live. We are designed, well not designed.
But you're insulated because you've got rubber bottom soles.
But we are meant to be eating
Fun if you
with the seasons the things that are available to us.
Yeah.
Yes.
And we
We're
don't.
Not, we're not getting there.
No.
That's why I encourage my children to walk around barefoot in the garden, walk around the house
Yeah.
barefoot. And I walk around barefooted.
Yeah,
and I don't care if I
absolutely.
get hard skin on the back of my feet. I feel bloody good.
Well, when I do the meditation, I always put my roots into the centre of the earth.
Yeah.
And that's grounding, isn't it? So.
There
Is that a
cent-
metaphor?
But
You
there's
put
not
your-
a centre of the earth because we're flat.
Is that a metaphor, Rudy? You stick your root in the centre of the earth?
No, there's no centre of the earth. We're flat with a little dome
Well, that's what.
Not,
and a torch
You'll get.
but it's not.
You'll
and
get
a mirror
proven.
which will reflect
Gloria.
the light.
You're getting
Gloria,
flat,
Gloria,
you're getting domed, and you're getting round.
Gloria.
So, I don't,
Getting
what-
flat
Gloria.
domed around. What's that?
It's not proved. It's only
Listen,
it's
it's a love
only an
art.
opinion.
The earth is a love heart.
Whatever.
It's only an opinion.
No,
I'm not being funny.
no one
I like that
actually
analogy.
knows what
That's
it
the best
is.
one. The earth is a heart.
The earth is a love heart. It's got its own
I
parts.
want it to be a donut with
I did-
chocolate
I did,
sprinkles
um,
and strawberry syrup on it. That's what I want it to be.
I did a meditation once when we were doing this drumming workshop. It was such a good workshop, and
There wasn't no drum
and I
bashing,
could
was
hear
it?
this really ridiculously low humming. And when I came back from meditation, Joe, who was running it, said, "What you're hearing is the Earth's frequency. It's really low," which is bizarre because the higher the frequency, the more healing we feel. But the Earth's natural frequency is right down, like a really low on a keyboard, almost out of your hearing range.
It's
quite amazing, really.
Someone knows it.
I did, yeah.
There you go.
And I'm not the only person. I'm sure lots of people.
As you go on about the FE and the round, I mean that's
FE. Oh right, yeah.
yeah, that's only people's opinions.
I thought you
I'm not being
further
funny. It's
education.
like currently what's going on. Everyone's got an opinion on something, but opinions based on fiction because no one's got the experience to actually say it's
This is
factual.
it. Nobody actually knows anything.
No.
There's
So it's only an
much
opinion,
science
so
going
it's to
around.
take
We don't
fiction
even
on
know where we come from, who we are, what our history is, or where
But
we
to be
live.
honest, in terms
No,
of whether the
nothing.
planet's round or flat or square or concave,
Yeah.
it really doesn't make any difference.
It makes no difference to you, me, or anyone else. It's just
No, so
it's
what's
just
the
a
point
perpetual
in them
lie.
lying? Why?
But it's a perpetual lie. It's to create division.
Yeah.
Division. That's all it is.
To create-
Divide and conquer.
To create, yeah.
If you can
Division,
argue with your
create
neighbour,
people against
that
each
creates
other.
But
better.
they do that already with everything else.
Yeah. So
Well, they're making it even more so.
Like,
They want
this
to
is the
start-
best theory I've ever heard, and I don't agree with
Is it
Jeff.
Jeff?
I don't agree with Jeff often, But he said the Earth is a giant ball of Ben and Jerry's ice cream. Hopefully,
Gin and berries.
So Jeff's going to be eating it shortly.
that means that we're in for global catastrophe.
Catastrophe.
That means you're going to destroy the Earth, Jeff. I knew it was you.
Jeff, the destroyer of worlds.
Yes.
Well,
Right, through Ben and Jerry's or Jen and Berries.
you could just imagine Jeff going into home mode. Ooh, rum and raisin.
Don't. Donuts.
Jeff uses a JB weapon.
Yeah, Ben and Jerry's. Yeah.
Not good.
No, go to Rossi's.
Yeah.
Ben and Jerry weapon. Oh dear, oh dear.
Do you know what? When I went down to Cornwall, right,
Someone's just coming in there.
yeah, Heather just put no, not the mud floods, the ice cream floods. With the ice cream floods,
Yeah.
Jeff's our saviour. Yay! All hail to Jeff.
Belgian chocolate floods. That'll do me.
Never ending ice cream.
Sorry, if it's going to be anything, it's going to be Greg's steak bake floods for me.
Greg's.
Steak bakes, steak bake. Oh come on! Don't you insult the steak bakes.
Greg's.
I let you get away with the chocolate stuff, but you're not insulting
No,
the steak
sorry,
bakes.
Greg.
Actually,
Greg's is in the same category as McDonald's, I'm afraid. As
Yeah.
well.
I like this. I
Just the
like,
thought makes me feel sick.
It's actually not Greg's steak bakes. It's Morrison's steak bakes.
are they peppered?
No,
The Sainsbury's ones are.
Oh
Sounds
well,
to do with pepper
the
steak.
I haven't
M&S
tried them.
ones.
Not M&S. My God.
it's like
Michigan
don't
Sparkle.
insult the ginsters. But anyway, as I was saying, I went down to when we went down to Cornwall. We're sitting in this restaurant, and what do they promote? They haven't got Cornish ice cream. They've got Ross's. And I thought we went 400 miles just to have ice cream made in Southend.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Are you saying that
Southend.
Southend ice cream is better than Cornish ice cream?
I don't
So-
know. They were
Absolutely
promoting more
not.
more Southend ice cream. Ross's and they were Cornish, and that was in the heart of Cornwall.
I'll never say a bad word about Rossi's ice cream because I love it.
Yeah, it's
It's
nice.
very soft.
Especially the banana. Yeah, I just find the texture and the
Yeah, it's
you know
nice.
it's very really well
Yeah.
blended. And the banana one.
No.
Oh, no,
Why
no.
on earth would anyone banana flavour?
Strawberries and cream verse.
If you
Oh,
want banana flavour, eat a banana.
Exact my point.
Banana flavour anything tastes like chemicals. No matter what it is, it just
Yeah.
tastes chemically.
Terrible.
Can't be doing that.
Terrible.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Adam. You've lost
Terrible.
ground.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
you can. Oh, come on, you can
Just
stick anything in
no,
ice cream.
I
mate.
remember those bananas as a kid, the penny sweets.
Oh, what? What?
The
You're
foam-
talking about the
the
foam
foam
bananas?
bananas.
Oh,
They were lovely.
no,
Come
no,
on.
No,
Don't mention that in front.
Eating
Don't mention that in front of
plastic.
Thomas. He will brain you. He will do you one because Thomas loves those
Thomas
bananas.
is this high. He's not going to brain or
Oh,
do
come
it.
on. He
well,
would
he can have them then.
Ninja Lord's mobile kick you
He
through the
can
window
have them,
because
he
he
can have
loves
them,
those
they're
little
bloody
bananas.
awful. Banana flavour anything is just weird.
And don't ruin Johnny's world because he thinks they're nice bananas. No, ruin his years of
I
because he
did
likes
like the
little
fruit
bananas.
salads though, and the blackjack.
Hef put shrimps and bananas. Yum.
Shrimps I could manage.
But the shrimps are the same as
Bananas,
bananas. Just
No,
a-
they don't taste like bananas.
No, they're not supposed to.
Nor do the bananas.
Well, the shrimps don't taste like shrimp. Prawn cocktail don't taste
No,
like prawn.
shrimps were
Let's
like
face
weird,
it, guys.
sweet strawberry flavour.
Prawn cocktail doesn't taste like prawn because it contains bloody paprika and all that sort of stuff.
Let's face it, it's all chemical. Eh?
That's okay. I don't like prawn cocktails.
I'm good.
I
I'm
like
off
the
me.
Pringles,
I like
but I don't like
Pringles.
prawn cocktail. As a starter, it's horrible. I don't really like prawns. I don't like all the sauce.
Anyway, moving on. Does anyone
Yeah.
want to read in?
No, volunteer me.
Change the subject,
Big
darling.
deck, small hands.
Do you know what? I half expect.
Really?
I half
She
ex-
said. Do you know what she said?
what?
It's a big deck with small hands.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yes, we don't go there. We're a very
All hands on
family-friendly channel.
All hands on deck. Yeah.
All hands on
No,
deck.
sometimes I just despair of you three.
Oh, Glory, you would be.
You dig an hole
there
for
with
yourself.
us, would you?
What, on the sofa?
Yeah, on the sofa.
Yeah, she's sitting on a sofa with a big deck and small hands. So you know, she mentioned it, not us. Yeah.
It's my own deck, though.
You'll be the same person.
You know,
mate,
funny
yeah.
for years, I was half expecting a load of questions. About
Right, I
religion,
think this is directed at you, Gloria.
Is it Jeff?
Jeff, yeah.
Right, love.
How'd you, Jeff
You.
said, "What's yellow and smells of bananas and falls out of banana trees?"
Lemons.
Monkey sick.
Oh dear, it's bad as bloody
Actually-
heaven.
Monkeys don't live in banana trees.
Uh,
But those big, horrible, ugly spiders too.
Oh, I love
I
them.
like
The big old, oh no, big.
Do you see that big one down
You
at
want to see a film?
St Peter's on
That's
the wall?
a spider.
No, I don't.
Oh, that was
What's
lovely. It
strange
was
about
lovely.
him?
Oh, I missed that.
I named him Bob.
No.
He was nice. He was.
But he is a lovely spider.
Oh, is he? What, is he friendly?
Yeah.
Cooks you dinner, makes you a cup of tea?
I don't know.
No, he waves
Or
at
does
you.
he make you dinner? As in, makes you
No, he's there for moral support. He waves at you.
what, all 8 legs?
It don't matter what he looks
Did I ever
like.
tell you
12
about?
eyes.
Did I tell you the story about?
What's the matter what he looks
Could
like?
because I have prejudice against spiders.
Did I ever tell you the story about Horace? We had a spider in our room, right? And
Was
I
it
don't,
furry?
I don't kill anyone,
No, I don't
kill
do
anything.
spiders.
I only eat creatures.
Anyone?
Right, I don't kill
Isn't it?
creatures, but it was that big with its legs, right? Big thing, and I went, we called it Horace, and he kept coming back, and I got a card, and I took him out, stuck him outside, right?
He'll come back in.
But accidentally,
He didn't like
we
that.
pulled one of its legs off.
He'll go another one.
It was 7, no it wasn't, 7 legs.
Oh, you
2 weeks
horrible
later,
man.
the 7-legged spider come back looking exactly the
Oh
same.
yeah, don't grow it that quick.
No, seriously. And literally, Hev said, is that the same spider? So yeah, so I took it down the bottom of the garden then, but before this was built, put it down here, walked back,
He'll come
glass was
back.
empty. Week later, he was on the other side of the room. He loved us. He wanted to be adopted by us.
No, you have to take a spider 200 metres away from your house or it will come home.
He loved us. It wanted to spare our energy. He wanted to share our energy. We
No,
loved
it
it.
just loved your house.
I remember-
Do you know what? I shed a tear every time I miss, because he just disappeared, and I miss him.
I remember
Horace was a lovely
I
boy.
remember a
It's
woman
probably
had
living
a,
inside your walls.
I remember a woman had a friendly bee like that. A bee. And she was like,
A friendly bee.
yeah, the bee was on her.
The bees are-
Heather has come up with a brilliant idea, and this is going to be for a YouTube short for our channel, for the funny section.
Here we go.
You've got to take a clip of Gloria doing the spider dance and mix a tune in. I don't know. What's a spider dance, Ev? That could be a YouTube clip, couldn't it?
I don't have
Short,
enough
30
legs.
seconds.
No, that's the point.
Or eyes.
That's the point. Yeah, but where's she going to get the outfit from?
Now I think it's the
No.
sort of thing.
Oh, you mean like...
There you go. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That's the one. And but her reaction to the banana spider.
They're horrible.
They're lovely. Spiders are not there.
No, not in
I'm not
banana
being funny.
plantations,
If
they're
you was an
not
inch
nice.
wide and someone 6 foot come up to you, you'd be shooting a brick, wouldn't you?
Right, you need to remember that if most insects in the world were big enough, we will be dead. Insects are not friendly
Yeah,
to
we
us.
How do you know?
We're like, oh, look, it's a praying mantis.
Oh, you've been watching the Shrinking Man.
No,
haven't
I
you?
used to have a praying mantis and used to fly around the room,
The Shrinking Man.
land on my boyfriend, bite his finger, bit his face.
Hef said, give
Evil
it time.
What's that?
About when you saying about, you know, if they were our size. She's
Oh, yeah.
give it time.
If she's not wrong, you should see the size of the
But
net
I'm
in
not
my
being
room.
funny. Gloria, I'm not being funny. A spider that's exactly ½ inch wide or ½ inch long,
Crunch.
right, compared to you, it's going to be thinking, I'll go away. You'll be sitting there like when you pull up to Asda and there's like a gang of 12 hoodies standing there and you've got to walk through them. You're going to be sitting there going, oh, fuck off, leave me alone, leave me alone. Blah,
No,
blah,
I
leave me alone.
swear, it depends how many eyes they've got.
You know, but a spider's going to be sitting there same as you going, oh, please leave me
There's
alone. Ignore me.
144.
La, 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 I'm not here. Please don't look at me, Gloria.
I don't mind most
I'm a million
spiders.
times smaller than you. Why hurt me?
I've got a little family of false widows in my bathroom and they're absolutely fine. Never had a problem.
But I've got 60,000 kids to feed.
Watch Spaceman with Jake Gyllenhaal.
No.
There's a nice friendly spider in that.
Yeah.
He's really lovely.
Yeah, what
Lovely,
do you do if you
lovely.
see a spaceman?
Eh?
What do you do if you see a
Park
spaceman?
in it, dude.
Yeah, parking it, man.
Yeah, parking it, yeah.
Oh,
I
that
think
was
that'd
really
be-
bad. That was a bad dad joke.
I ain't got there yet, so I have to drink more.
That's okay. Very soon the words coming out of your mouth won't match what you're thinking.
Thank you for that.
That's all right. We're waiting for that point.
Yeah. I ain't gonna wait long.
I'm not gonna repeat any of my jokes from Saturday.
Please don't. I don't want
Good.
to be tortured.
Oh, he does his best. He's got a
Come
good
on,
one.
I thought that was a brilliant joke. It's an old
teacher he's got.
it's an old Stuart Francis joke when he says,
Hang on, you weren't
I
going to
get worried about-
Ah, no, he's gonna
I get worried
Oh,
about
here we go.
frisbees because I wonder why they get bigger the closer they get to you. And then it hit me. You know, brilliant joke.
Fantastic. Well,
And the same about the roll-on. Have you tried Shaw's new roll-on for men?
He just said
You know?
he wasn't going to tell them.
And
now
it
he's
says on the back, it says unscrew cap and push up bottom. So I did, but I can't walk with it because it hurts, but it bloody smells nice when I blow off. That's
Yeah,
it.
I'll
Right.
make something very similar to that, but I'm not going to say it because I don't
Well,
want to
roller
encourage you.
outside.
What do you call a boomerang that doesn't come back?
Boom.
A stick.
Oh, of course, yeah. I'm sure I shouldn't realise that.
Unless you got a dog, then it will come back.
Yeah, well, essentially.
Yeah.
Why do dogs always pick up sticks that are 10 times bigger than them?
I don't.
It's true, though, isn't it? They always pick up a stick like that, and they're like
I've
that.
got a
Yeah,
stick.
and they try and get
Okay.
through the door.
Have you seen that video that goes around TikTok with a dog? There's a bloke called Rockstar and he does the voiceovers for animals. And he's sitting there and the dog's like, yeah, 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 and the bloke's saying,
Sorry, how's the dog?
the dog's like just sitting there and he's like, like that. And you can see
Oh,
his
if only
tears.
you could see what he's doing.
It's like the tears right on his face and the bloke does the voiceovers. He went, that was my stick. I picked that stick up. Some dog took it from me. It was mine. And the woman goes, are you crying? Yeah, because it was my stick. I wanted that. I love that stick. And it was hilarious. Good video if you ever find it on TikTok. Karen, Jeff and Karen are going now. See you later, guys.
Bye.
Good night. Love and
Bye,
light.
Karen.
Love and
Bye,
light to you
Jeff.
both.
Night.
Right.
See you later, love.
I was waiting for the rest of it then.
Yeah, so was I. I'll sit here.
I was
for-
expecting-
We're going to get struck off YouTube. She says it.
I would not.
She's live at the moment, so she's got to be careful.
Yeah.
You're going to wait until you see him in person, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Then the free,
Then
the
I
won't
Arthur
be able to
Crown and all
stop
that's going to
myself.
come out and all that, yeah.
She's going to
There'll
say
be a
that.
deluge of northern stuff.
Oh yeah. I mean.
Anyone else want a drink?
I
Want a
ain't
drink?
Yeah, something non-alcoholic would be grand.
Do you want a can?
Yeah,
I've got
he was going to
normal
throw
Coke, I've got cloudy lemonade.
cloudy lemonade.
You're such a good.
What about normal
I know.
Russian?
Do you want a glass?
That's alright.
I bet it's got sweeteners in it.
What about normal
Probably.
rust remover?
Probably has got sweet.
Non must remover.
Oh, sorry, Coke.
Coke, yeah.
That's good actually for us because
Yeah, I know.
my dad used to use it on his Ford, on his Escort,
Can't
chrome
imagine
bumpers.
what
He used to
you
put
got to
Coke on
pay.
it. I used to think it was our lucky week because he used to buy a big bottle of Coke, and I used to think, oh good, we're going to have some of that. No, he used to waste it all on his bumpers, polish the chrome up on it. I used to feel gutted.
Chewy lemonade, orange, Tizer.
Oh,
We
tired.
can tell it's
I am blue!
our eyes are shut. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, what?
Great British pop.
Oh, it's lemonade.
It's been one of
Oh,
those
my
nights,
soul,
and I'm
my
trying to
soul,
give it
my
up because
soul,
it's
my
one of those nights. Oh, what?
Ties of the Great British pop.
Oh, what's lemonade? I know the one, sir.
Oh, God, we go back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, shall I ask some questions then?
Go on, go for it.
Well, you're going to.
I'm going to ask if anyone's got any questions, because we've got. Oh, we've still got 8 people.
What?
There's all 8 people watching.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, changing subject whilst we're doing that. Your thoughts on Saturday?
Really good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like the weekend, isn't it?
Yes.
Do you know what the
Yeah, it's very
highlight?
good.
Yeah.
Even though we got some good footage of
Thank
that,
you.
the highlight was listening to that choir.
Mm.
That actually set up a good energy in that place. That
That
was really good
church
to
was
listen to.
a good. There was a good acoustic
Acoustics,
kind of in that church, and it really vibrated, didn't it?
It was like I was walking around my camera doing baseline tests, and I'm humming to myself. And that woman turned around and said, "What's that noise? What's that noise?" I'm
Yeah, you can. You
It's
can
me,
really hear
it's
it,
me.
yeah.
like, I'm only going
Yeah, shut
because
up.
I like the noise.
I love the fact that there is just no electricity in there, and the only way you can see is just loads
Which means
of
it proves there's no
lights.
EMFs and no interference
Yeah,
with the actual meters.
yeah.
Because there was no power there at all.
I'm glad we phoned it and go off. Imagine that.
Sit there
Phone
all.
going off. Ooh. Well,
Yeah.
that crescendo was hitting the, that high.
Just
But
whatever
that
breaks
candle,
enough.
that candle in the northwest corner,
Yeah.
or northeast corner, it was flickering, and that was really, really. I mean, we all watch candles. We're not candles, do, but there was no. The door was shut. There was no wind in there. There was no holes. You couldn't feel drafts coming through. You couldn't hear it. But that candle was like that all the time.
And there was that warm spot. There was that warm spot on the wall that my film
Yeah.
camera picked up, and could not explain that.
On my camera.
You're gonna add that to the
blur
footage.
Over
That,
that.
Right.
that picture. You're gonna add that picture to the footage.
Yeah.
My camera kept going blur, and I think, oh god.
Yeah, mine did the same.
And I
Yeah.
said to him, "Your batteries will be drained." He goes, "No, that'll be all right." Next
But
minute.
it was the weird thing. It was the weird thing, right? I showed Rudy as evidence. When I walked away from that altar, I had 3/4 of a battery. Every time I went over to the altar, it went down to a red bar, didn't it? You see it with your own eyes.
I knew.
And I thought, that can't be
I
right.
told you. it would go. They would.
Plus, my music box kept going off and off and off. I had to turn it off because it was annoying.
Yeah, I know. But they've done that before. I remember they've done that before at the Smoker's Thing. Was it Smoker's Thing? I can't remember.
Yeah, sure was.
You know, good night. That was a really good night. I enjoyed that. Okay, it was a bit of annoying waiting for the 2 hours, or 1 hour and a half waiting outside and twiddling our thumbs, listening to Ricky's jokes.
Well, I waited inside.
And there was the other guy as well. Who was Tina's other half?
Oh, Jay.
Jay. I mean, he was a nice guy, but I think he was cold.
I don't
think
know.
he was cold.
I mean, what,
Yeah.
Who was he, that bloke?
Jay. Oh, that was
I know that he's
There was
Tina.
The girl's
Jay.
wasn't Charlotte
Tina.
the girl,
who was the woman
and
that
Tina was her mum, and I think Jay was with Tina.
Who was Tina's the one who's a witch, isn't she?
So is the girl.
Was she the one that kept dropping all her crystals everywhere?
Not which
No,
wise woman.
Tina drops her
herself.
crystal and they're trying to find it.
Right.
Yeah, he's a witch,
That's
but
what she
she
told
calls
me.
herself the wise woman.
The wise
Or is that
woman.
what you like?
The wise
Yeah,
woman.
rather than a witch. Well, she said, she came up to me, she went, "You're a medium, aren't you?" And I was like, well, yeah.
I like that little woman
suppose
that come
I
out of the
am."
church
Because
because
I'm an extra large.
Ricky
She
sat there
said,
and
"I'm
went,
a
"It's a
wise
ghost!
woman."
It's a ghost!" A woman had a white poncho on. She came walking out the door. And just all you saw was his white poncho. It was a ghost.
Yeah, she did. On the night vision camera, she did look
But that woman,
in the white.
she'd the one that come out and said, "Oh, that's a lovely item. That is. What is it? Is it a drone? Oh, they're so magical."
Well, yeah, but not as magical as your voice.
Yeah.
Yes, that is. I mean, we should still take a trip over there during the day because
Yeah.
the Athona community. That's what they are.
The Athona, yeah.
Athona, yeah.
What's that? Say that
The
again.
Athona community, they were the people that were in
In
there
there.
singing, and this. So one weekend a year, people
Oh, that's
visit,
right.
and
Yeah.
then they do singing workshops. But that, I thought it sounded amazing.
They said singing work on sacrifices.
Considering
Ah,
they didn't
yeah.
want us in there.
Mm.
They didn't say anything. did
No, they didn't mind us being in there.
Don't mind us being
I
in
think, I
that.
think that's
They were
quite
co-
nice
they were-
to see the singing. And
I don't know about Adam,
chanting.
but that bloke that was running the taxi service, he was inquiring about, the stuff we do. And, he wasn't like inquiring about being, are we trying to mix stuff or
What,
anything?
that guy with the buggy?
Yeah. He was saying, so what is
Are
it
we
you
trying to
do?
mix stuff?
What?
There was, no, because on one of the videos, I'll send that in the footage, two women and him walked over when they were in the cart. And you can hear me saying, well, what are you doing? Can we ask what you're doing? Because obviously drone footage, I said, well, we're doing a YouTube video for, this building, because obviously it's a very spiritual place.
Sacred building, yeah.
And she says, oh, that's wonderful, that's really wonderful. And he was like, oh, so what is it? Is it paranormal or is it basically historical? I said, a bit of both, really. So they were inquiring, and they were very normal asking, and you can hear it on one of the clips I got on the thing, which I've got to convert for you. Well, I've got a membership for you.
So you haven't processed your drone video?
No, everything's in the bags and boxes. The only thing
haven't
I've done
seen it
so
yet?
far.
Oh,
I spent Sunday asleep.
I know you was tired.
Yeah.
You did look really drained
that
about 11
night.
o'clock.
You looked your eyes looked like.
Yeah.
If only we'd left half hour earlier, that kebab shop shut at midnight.
Nah.
I googled it and I found it, and it was at 12 o'clock it shuts, and they came back. We went past it at half past midnight.
Yeah, I'm sure that was what was I see. But
But you look really.
So we could have got a kebab if we left half hour early.
You really did.
yeah, so
And a toasted sandwich instead.
That's why I didn't see you Sunday, didn't it?
yeah,
I
I
was
was on my bed. I was,
Sunday was
Yeah.
great. Christine turned up. We was talking about healing and that and meditation. Because they were having a meditation Sunday over the park, didn't they?
this Sunday, yeah.
Yeah, some I don't know what time.
What was it, a healing collective?
Yeah.
Yeah, something to do with that. And I was talking about it because they were asking me questions like, and I was saying, yeah, well, meditation is paramount to getting to know your gifts and that, and to enhance your body and to keep it in tune, And I'm trying to explain. I'm thinking, what, the only way I was trying to get Adam and Paul to have a meditation.
I do want to do that. I
Because
seriously
they
do.
were saying, yeah, that's really good. I'm interested. You go. I think, well, there you go. So everybody's sort of,
I do. I would think that would benefit.
and anyway, but that's what we was talking about a lot of the time. And that woman that came, she weren't there, by the way.
Oh, she wasn't.
No. So he was all right.
Oh, your
So
friend.
she phoned me up and said, well, I said, well, it should be over there about 11 to phone me.
That's right, yeah.
You have a stalker.
God.
Just that face. Just that face. As soon as I said that, his face just went. Oh.
Another one.
What? Not Hazel too.
Rude.
No.
Oh no! What's it this time?
The Hazel.
No. Yeah, it's not that one.
Oh
It's
God.
The.
The
definitive article.
real
Yeah,
McCoy.
just like Prince, isn't it?
And turn himself into a symbol.
Yes, I was thinking same thing. I was thinking. Is the Eminem lyric? Yeah, Prince when they turn himself into a symbol.
Yeah.
That's good Eminem lyric.
Each to their own.
Yeah.
Well, Gloria, you do get some, you know.
Takes all sorts to make a world.
Yeah, that's what Bertie Bassett said.
Yeah, Bertie Bassett.
I thought he said Dirty Bassett.
Dirty, always it can be Dirty
He might have
Bassett
been a weekend.
because he's been with all sorts, hasn't he? Hey,
Bassett's.
yeah, he's a bit of a player. He is because he's been with all sorts. Makes you think what
Yeah,
licorice
so-
really is, doesn't it?
So
Yeah,
what's
I don't
the-
like licorice.
What, you racist?
But you don't like licorice,
I don't like you.
Oh!
Gloria. You don't like licorice, but what these are?
I don't know, but I don't
Licorice
like
papers. Stephen Roberts says, "Good evening, all."
Hello,
Hey,
Stephen.
Steve.
You alright?
Hello, Stephen Roberts.
Right, mate.
Good
Do
evening.
you have any questions for us?
Yeah.
What are the lottery numbers? That would be a
What are the
good
lottery
one.
numbers?
Is
Yeah.
Elvis still alive?
I'm
Okay.
going to be able to tell you, of course, but, you know.
According to some guy on YouTube, yeah.
He's Pastor Bob. I told you, he lives in Texas, and he runs his own congregation.
Thank you very much.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
Did you? Well, I hope you enjoyed the service. Thank you very much.
Alright. Alright.
You know, for a minute it was like sitting next to the king. I thought I was in Graceland.
Really?
Yeah.
Where you are when
It's like I'd astral projected.
did you feel like Priscilla?
No.
Oh, there you
What,
go.
Queen of the Desert?
What was your memorable astro projection?
Elvis. Oh no, a serious question.
Oh, this is. I'm being
That's a
very
great question.
serious, you know.
Thank you very much.
I'm glad you asked
I
that.
can remember that.
In the ghetto,
Probably
and
being somewhere I
American.
completely didn't recognise with my little chap.
Had a few great
Oh.
investigations
Which we're
recently.
not going to
Stephen
mention in
said.
case he
No,
tells.
of course not.
Yeah, we have.
I
Yeah.
don't know if he means him or us.
And then,
Oh.
Had a few great investigations
I
recently.
had the honour of
No question marks. I produce. How about yourselves? Yeah, I think Stephen's saying he had a few investigations.
Oh, right, yeah.
Alright, great mate.
Ourselves, yeah. We've the few that we have done so far have been
Quite uplifting.
uplifting, illuminating.
What, positive as well,
Yeah.
And the candles were a nice touch. That actually did make the atmosphere really good.
Yeah.
but-
It's,
Yeah.
Slowly during the night, each candle went out, and it was going out slowly, and you could see it get dimmer and dimmer
Yeah.
and dimmer. And
yeah, I do like that place.
But
So,
it kind of made you realise just how dark it would have been in its heyday. They didn't have electricity, did they? So that's
No.
how it would have been.
they would have had probably one or two candles in there.
Yeah, exactly. I'm a big
On the
long
altar.
lasting ones,
That's
yeah.
what they had.
Yeah, I just thought it was really nice. The ambience.
Yes, the ambiance was nice.
Was
yeah,
good.
so just say, Steve, I mean, Rettendon aside, when we went Saturday was St Peter's on the Wall, or St Peter's Chapel, which is over in Bradwell, and the one time a year that the Athuna, I can never pronounce it correctly,
Athona.
Athona community went in to do some singing practice, and it was amazing
It
to
was
listen to.
really good. I liked
Yeah,
it.
and they were singing predominantly in Latin.
Yeah.
As
And
well.
there was Tracy and myself and Tina were standing outside listening to it, and my God, the door was open that much. The
It does
acoustics-
reverberate, doesn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean,
the
that-
acoustics. I
that
had
acoustic in that
goosebumps all over
church
my
was
body
just-
when I was listening to that.
Well,
Lovely,
I
lovely
just-
to hear that. I'm glad that actually happened. Actually, I know it was a bit cold that night and we was hanging around for an hour, but to hear that was actually quite a privilege.
Yeah,
Practically.
I think we were supposed to hear that.
right.
I feel like we were supposed.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
go with that.
Yeah.
I feel a joke coming on, but I'm not going to say it. Stephen said, I'm investigating a Masonic lodge in Birkenhead,
Oh,
and it's
Birkenhead?
Tall Bag Ted from Birkenhead, wasn't it?
what?
Tall Bag Ted from Birkenhead?
I only know 2 Ton Ted.
That's it, 2 Ton Ted from
Yeah, but
Birkenhead.
he's from Teddington.
Oh, was it from Ted? Who was from Birkenhead then?
I don't know.
You
Either
went
Big
up.
and put a song out, didn't he?
Oh,
So
he's
2
got-
Ton Ted from Birkenhead or something.
I know what's going
Or
on.
I think it's Ted from Birkenhead, but I think it was Tall Bag Ted from Birkenhead. This weekend coming, but he's investigating the Masonic Lodge in Birkenhead this week coming.
Wow.
Wow, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Mm.
And if you see Tall Bag Ted, say hi from us.
So you haven't done your meditation, nor have you.
No.
So, Gloria, have you ever met JC
No,
or seen him?
no.
You have to go to someone's kitchen for that, I'm sure.
I know a person who has. He's got red hair.
Stop.
I've seen JC. John Cooper.
I know someone called JC. I've
No.
seen
Yes,
that.
I know.
No, seriously.
John Carpenter. No, he's a good
Very
JC.
serious, Gloria. Have you not seen JC?
No. I've not
I'm
seen
really lucky then.
JC.
The only JC I've
Very
seen.
lucky.
The only JC I've seen was John Cooper.
I used to work with a bloke called JC, John Cole.
Cooper.
At the cop service I used to work at, he was on the security. Nice bloke he was.
Oh, how
I
do
don't
I
think
guess
he's still
that?
alive, actually.
Yes, that was back in 1999 when I was wedding in the minis.
Have you ever seen JC?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Does he have golden locks?
And I wasn't the only one.
Were you in the kitchen with the tea towel?
And was you making toast at the time?
And I weren't doing anything unusual. No.
So you wasn't making toast at the time then?
No.
Oh, right.
I was in
It's
a
safe then.
small group of people, meditation, and he was there. And as soon as I
How do
come
you
out
know
of
it's him?
as soon as I come out of meditation, did you see who that was? Yeah.
How do you know it was him? Well, no, the reason I ask is because over here in the Western world, the depiction of Christ is not actually how he would have looked.
No, he was
He'd have
black.
been a short, fat bloke with dark skin and a big nose and a black beard.
Definitely weren't him.
But we see him as blonde hair, blue eyes,
No.
white skin.
Or
because
brown,
that's
light
what we
brown
do.
hair with a
Yeah,
blonde
yeah.
hair,
He
yeah.
had light brown hair, he had blue
Yeah, see, that's.
blue thing. All the rest was like white.
He was a bloke.
Yeah, and that's very unlikely
But
to be
when-
what he really looked like.
I mean,
Well, that's how we.
He was a Jewish guy
That's
from,
how we-
from
well,
Israel.
yes.
That's how he showed us. You know, that's how we saw it.
well, as a Jewish guy,
No, as the
As
as
a
the
guy-
as the
No,
Western
no,
world's version.
if you can believe the descriptions that were of Jesus, he was said to have literally golden hair.
But where were the descriptions?
I can't remember.
Oh.
Possibly the Bible.
Martin
Being one.
Shaw took a photo of it and he put it on Crime Watch. Remember Community Action Trust Award? Remember that?
All I remember being in his hand.
He's biting his nails.
No.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
No,
be
careful,
bag,
be
Gloria.
careful. Be careful.
In his hand, and I was a sheep. A ewe, not a young sheep.
He was a master at
Don't!
He was a master at hangman, he nailed it, didn't he?
JC was the shepherd.
Anyway,
Sorry.
Yeah,
You started
and
it.
everything.
You started it. You started it.
besides that was it.
Okay. Classy.
But no, I will look it up again just for
Yeah, see if you see the Bible, I'm inclined to say, well, you know,
that's the-
you
yeah,
either
that's
accept
the
all the
westernised.
Bible
Yeah,
or you
None of
accept
it.
none of it.
I-
And I don't accept any of it, so
Well, we know that.
You can't take
how do you
part.
know that?
You can't take
No,
parts of it. You've either got to take all of it or nothing. It's all or
Yeah,
nothing.
exactly. You can't.
Yeah.
You know, you can't pick the bits you want.
I-
It's
I
like you
can-
either
I
accept
mean,
it or you
I
don't.
personally.
You can say, well, I believe in the Old Testament and not the New Testament because the New Testament was.
In all the
after Christ.
Bible, the most
I
common
don't-
in the Bible, the most common
Accept
used
any-
phrase in there is "Do not be scared," and "Do not be afraid."
Mm.
That's used over 400 times.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah, exactly. But they mention it. It's always referenced in every single psalm, every
How many
single.
times has
Do
the
not be
Bible?
afraid.
Yeah,
Do not
yeah.
be scared.
How many versions of the Bible? How many times has it been
Loads.
added,
I mean,
taken
there's
away,
one.
interpreted?
I mean, there's one thing I think Paul Wallace covered regarding the New Testament, really, because when JC appeared, he took it away from the Moses, you know, the Ten
You
Commandments.
took it away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, yeah,
My
because it was
turn
very,
now.
yeah, it's like very, very authoritarian.
Yes.
How the
Authoritarian.
Old Testament
Yeah.
and Moses and all that. So when JC appeared, it took it away from that very
And the eye for an eye and
authoritarian.
tooth for a tooth.
Yeah,
that went
that's
out
it,
the
yeah.
window.
Yeah.
But there is some, and I do wonder how I've been like reading about this, and that is that Jesus wasn't the Son of God; he was the Son, S-U-N, which is why he's always shown with a halo,
Yes.
the light around him,
Yeah, but they all had
and
that.
what they were worshipping was the Son, not the Son of God, just
Mary has
the
that.
Son.
Yeah.
Mary has
I-
that red the yellow halo
Then-
thing. They all have that. All the
Yeah.
saints have that.
But then,
Yeah.
I mean, they'll talk about the, that Jesus Christ performed miracles, making a lame man
But if you
walk
was
and
doing healing
blind man
at
see.
that time, you probably would be classed as a.
Yeah, if you're
Yeah.
if you're
Yeah.
doing things that were so unheard of, then you would be looked at as it were.
A shame.
But the thing
Yeah.
is, they probably weren't unheard of.
So-
if you go back before him, there were people making medicines in all sorts of ways. And,
So
and
what if-
healing and doing stuff like
What
that.
if JC was just a normal mortal man that understood spirituality
Yes.
and understood how to control his chakras,
Completely,
how
yeah.
to understand his
Yeah.
chakras, and was at one with
Who's
the
to say it
earth
wasn't?
and can
Yeah.
actually heal people?
And that's great, but if you look back at historical records, there was no census in the year when he was supposedly born.
Yeah.
There was no going to Bethlehem to register your name and stuff at that year or in the previous 7 or the next 7
Well, you've got to
years.
realise back in that
Apparently.
time hotels were really shit because obviously
Well, it's
Mary,
okay, they were
Mary and
insane.
Joseph couldn't get a bloody room in it for anyway.
Well,
did
it's
they?
Christmas, can't get rid of it.
Exactly.
Christmas.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah, I see what you did
Could
there.
have done.
You said he was a Jew, right?
That's a gun from
But
Yeah.
some
it was the
old
Jews that persecuted
took death
him
as do
and
partly.
put them on the bloody
Yeah,
cross.
because he was teaching something different, wasn't
Have
he?
you ever
You
seen?
stupid.
He was
Yeah.
teaching forgiveness.
Have
and
you ever
loving
seen
your
that clip?
neighbour and
And it's a comedy.
And
It's
stuff
a
that
comedy
didn't
clip.
work
It's an
for him.
Australian
The
comedian,
first stone.
and he does these sketches where
yeah, and in a,
where
he who has
you've
never
got
seen
God
Cast Away
interviewing
Stone.
for
Never used to be like that. It used to be an eye for an eye,
Santa
a tooth
Claus.
for a tooth. You do it
Right.
to
Or
me,
Jesus
I do it
interviewing
to
Santa
you.
Claus.
So he said,
And his bloke
he
saying,
said,
"You don't have to work one day a year, mate. You know,
Someone hit
all year you
his-
can sit there."
turn the other
Yeah.
cheek.
He said,
Yeah.
"So what's this
No,
about?
no, fake it.
It's a complete one whole night and it's cold." He went, "Oh, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that, because you've got the summer to look forward to." And he said, "What's this about a red suit? Well, you have to wear that once a year." And he said, "Elves?" He went, "No, I won't go into that." You watch that clip; it's hilarious. It's a job interview for Santa Claus.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. And the bloke's like sitting there, and he's answering. Have you seen that clip?
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Been there, seen it, done
Done
it,
it. Won a t-shirt, dropped video,
and the pencil, and sharpened it,
sharpened it.
and erased it.
And snapped it and broke the lead.
Was a bit pointless, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
was-
That's what I said when he broke his leg.
I was watching
Hey.
I was watching this video of this American guy, and he's got these scammers, you know, in India, and
I know the bloke, yes.
he was winding them up. I was pissed. I was absolutely hysterical.
Stephen
He
has a
got
question
really
for Gloria.
Oh, okay.
Fire away, Stephen. She's all ears.
angry.
Yeah.
Steve.
There's no point in being all ears. This sex I can't hear.
No, but I'll read it out in a minute when he types it, okay? That's a question for you.
Oh, I'm intrigued.
Quite- Have you ever used your gift to solve unexplained deaths? I'm just curious.
Well, only what I did in Rettendon.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that explained anything really.
No,
He was a little bit evasive, wasn't he?
it was. Pat was evasive.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No, I've never tried, and the reason I haven't tried is because, as a medium, you have a huge responsibility to people, and people come to you and they'll ask you things, and you give them a reading, and some people just take everything you say as gospel, and I would be concerned that I wouldn't get it right, or that someone would be implicated that's not the right person. It's not that I don't trust my gift. It's not that I don't trust spirit. I do.
No, it's a big
I just think there's a
responsibility,
I think there's a time and place, and I don't think
And
that's
you
what
can
my
misinterpret it. You
yeah.
can
I don't think
misinterpret
that's
it.
my work.
You have caused a
Yeah.
few murders with your gifts. I mean, Belgian chocolate don't actually last seconds with you, do they?
No, that's very true.
It's true. So
I don't think that's my calling to do that.
I mean, as I said before, you can misinterpret what spirit's saying, or,
Yeah.
or what the
you put a fair enough answer with a love heart.
Yeah, you can. It's a big responsibility when you're doing mediumship,
It is,
because
yeah.
people expect this, and this.
Yeah.
But if you give them what they've told you, and they take it.
Do you want another drink, Ruth?
you got to be, yes please mate, you got to be careful the way you to put it as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
like you said, it's all interpretation, you know, and you've got to put it in such a way that, you know, that you're not, you know, that I know they want to hear, anybody wants to hear these things, you know, and they want closure or whatever it may be, you know, but at the end of the day, it's interpretation. So you've got to be really careful.
Yeah,
If
because
you
people
get
can
it-
hold you accountable
Because
for
if
it.
you get it wrong, it's the onus is on you.
Yeah.
Mm.
Or
Yeah.
if you misread a certain bit of information
Mm.
that can incriminate the wrong person,
Yeah.
then you are liable for it. Yeah.
That's
So
what I
things
mean.
like that,
Yeah.
you've got to be very
Well,
careful.
I mean, it's like when Rudy Stella and I went over to Patricia Parsons. You know,
Laura?
Yeah, go on then.
No,
thank
stop
you.
one.
Yeah, just go. Thanks.
yes, like you know, Rudy Stella and I, when we went over to where Patricia Parsons was murdered, you know, we were told stuff that we can't put out.
Like what you told me earlier, that was
Yeah.
very interesting stuff.
Yeah.
It's really interesting, but we cannot put that out.
No, you
Put
can't.
that out.
No.
No.
I mean, it gave her peace, which to us is paramount, I suppose.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the job done, isn't it?
Yeah,
Basically.
yeah. She's been able to talk about it and give her peace and let her move on.
Yeah.
Actually, didn't even think to call her on February.
Sorry?
Didn't even think to call on Patricia because she said she could help with future investigations.
Mm.
I remember that when we done that. She said she'd be able.
Give up for that. Yeah.
She might be a go-between
So-
between us and the spirit realm.
Yeah, so I mean, if we do come across that again, because there'll be more historical ones to look at, which were, you know, a fair bit into the past.
Yeah, the further back it is, probably better. But
Yeah.
like I say, I mean, you're uncovering stuff that, you know, could be still quite
Sensitive.
sensitive.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
Because you got, as we said, we spoke about this a lot on many lives. When we do stuff that's happened recently, we've got to be careful because there's still people alive.
Yeah, I mean,
That's what I mean.
And all you can really say with any certainty is that whoever was the victim, they're okay now. And that's not because we can see them, it's because we know that's what happens. And once you leave this life, you go on somewhere else.
Just
So,
move
Well,
on,
even going back-
move on.
yeah, I mean, even going back to Kevin Whitaker, I mean, there was one come up that basically said, you know, how could you sort of thing, you know, like, it was like, you don't think you really watched what we've done. It was a case of helping Kevin more than anything. But I mean, that's by the by. We knew who killed Kevin. That was, you know, that was cut and dry. We knew what happened to Kevin and who'd done that to him. But with situation like Patricia, with Pat, Tony, and Craig, and the other one I had, which was Maxine Arnold and Terry Goodham. I've done a film on that where we tried to get some answers, and didn't really get anything. But there was the niece of Maxine Arnold who messaged me and said, you know, it's still quite sensitive to her dad, Maxine's brother, and I had to take the footage down. I mean, that was a
See, that's a prime example.
yeah.
isn't
I
it?
mean, that was something that happened over 30 years ago.
Yeah, but it's still prime example.
Yeah.
Because there's still people reeling from that.
Yeah.
And they don't want it. You know,
You know,
they don't want it.
No, I mean, we've gone out there with good
Mainstream.
intention, the best of intentions to try and
Help.
those that have
Yeah,
been,
but you in your view, yes,
Mm.
but in their view,
Mm.
because they're directly connected with it,
Mm.
it's well, no, you know, this is family.
yeah.
You know, I can
Yeah.
understand that.
So yeah, I mean, you know, we go out with the best intentions to help in whatever way we can, but
But they didn't
it's-
ask for it, did they?
No,
That's the crux of it. If someone said to you, "Look, I need you to find out this, this, and this," that's different because they're giving you permission to do it. But when you just going to do it out of whatever curiosity or
Over the years,
see how the land lies,
there's been many
Yeah.
people that have actually taken the complete Michael by doing investigations on certain, let's just say recently departed. Give you initials MB. Someone went out and totally tactlessly went out and done a YouTube video on it while the police were investigating at the site, and it was horrible and it was cringeworthy, and that person should have been removed Facebook.
That's
in my opinion.
irresponsible, isn't it?
That, they should have been removed off Facebook
And
permanently.
not only that, it gives mediums a bad name.
It does.
You know, so
This
it's
is the
like,
problem. There's charlatans everywhere,
Yeah.
and mediumship
Yeah.
is.
it's not what
It
mediumship's
It makes
all
clicks
about,
and it makes
is it?
money for them.
You know?
It is all about clicks. Can I just? I've got a lady here, and I don't know if it's for someone here,
Okay.
or on who's watching, but she has long grey hair. She's got nice skin. I don't know if sallow is the right word though. Anyway, and she's got beautiful eyes, but I can't see what colour they are. I will put her in her 60s perhaps. And she's a very, very gentle nature person, and I feel that if she wasn't a hippie, that's the kind of energy
yeah.
she would have had around her.
Yeah.
But I don't know who she is. She popped up while I was answering. Was it Steve? Somebody
Yeah.
Robert's question.
Could be true.
So I don't know if it's for him, but she's here. She's quite tall for a lady, so 5'8", perhaps 5'9". She is slim, but I think she lost weight towards the end of her life. So whatever. I don't know if that was natural because she was getting elderly or because she was poorly. I don't feel she passed in her 60s.
Has she got long straight hair?
Long straight hair,
Yeah.
grey.
Yeah,
Centre parting.
Is there any letter associated with her first name? Do you feel like any sort of letter springs out to you?
I want to say K, but I'm not sure.
Alright.
That could be a surname. That could be a name, actually. But yeah, she's just sort of drifted in. She's
Yeah.
not like she's just really calm.
She's quite peaceful when you look
Yeah,
at
very
her eyes. She's
peaceful,
very,
yeah.
she's very, very collected and very. It looks like blue
Long
eyes, but I
face.
can't be sure of that. But yeah, she's absolutely right, and she has this jewellery around her neck, like looks like you say she's a hippie. Looks like a hippie chain or something like that around her neck. I don't know what it is, but yeah, it's like a long kind of flowing.
I think she might have been an artist, actually.
Yeah.
I want to, sculpturing or painting or
Yeah. Oh yeah.
something with
Yeah,
her
I can see that
hands.
now. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
But I don't know who she is and I don't know who she's for. And if no one else can take her, then I'll take her home with me and she'll probably be for someone at our church when I next do the mediumship.
I can actually.
So it could be one of the people watching us now. Obviously, none of us can identify with that, so it's
No.
none of us here.
No, she's,
Can anyone?
she's very specific. Like, I can see her as clear as day. I can't change anything about her.
Can anyone on the video link connect with this?
And I'm not feeling like grandma or a relation. I'm not feeling family. So if she is family, then she's a little further out, maybe a nan's sister or mum's sister. But I don't feel she's mum or nan. So yeah, I don't know who she is. She's lovely. She's a really, really lovely energy about her.
And I see her doing a clay figurine, bust of Winston Churchill. That's really weird. So yeah, she is definitely an artist with a great talent of clay moulding and painting.
Doesn't resonate with me.
None, me neither. I can't think of anyone.
Yeah,
That's okay. It doesn't have to resonate with anyone. She's here.
but I can see.
Could she be just a wandering spirit coming with the energy in it?
Yeah, she could be. She could be. She could be a guy that I don't know about. Who knows?
But she's creative, I know that. Very
But she's
creative.
modern. She's recent. She's not like from years
Yeah,
back.
I get that. I get that as well.
She's wearing a denim shirt, a
So,
long denim shirt. I can't see what's on her bottom half because. I don't
sure
know,
it's
so I
a,
can't
sure it's
see
a
the
K
bottom.
and not a J.
I see her
I
wearing.
don't know. I just got the A sound, and I thought it might have been K, but I don't know.
I see her wearing a cap.
Can't be certain.
Because I know someone similar, but not with a K sounding.
Similar. How similar?
Well, her name was Joy.
Long grey hair, straight.
She used to dye it black, but it was naturally grey. Went naturally grey at
No,
19.
this
19.
lady would have loved her grey hair. She would have kept it grey.
No, she used to dye it black all the time. So.
If she'd been dark haired when she was younger, maybe, but
She went grey at 19.
she's quite proud of her grey hair. Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really long as
She
well.
went grey at 19.
Oh, blimey.
But she had always had long hair down to the middle of her back.
Was she arty?
She was very artistic, yes.
Do you remember any item of jewellery? I mean, I see her.
She loved the jewellery, she loved the bling, she loved...
I see
She had a tattoo on her arm.
Oh, right,
I can't remember left or right, but she had a tattoo on her arm up
Can't see
here.
that. I see her in her 60s.
And she was proud of it.
I don't feel.
She designed it.
I put her early 60s. I don't think that's the age she was when she passed. But I do know she would have lost weight before she passed.
Right.
And I don't know if that's due to illness or, you know, as you get older and as you approach death, you don't need to eat anymore.
Sounds
so you
like
eat less and you get thinner.
someone I used to know, but
I don't think
there's a
it's
few
family.
things on there that are a little bit. No, can't be her. Can't be
Did
her.
she have beautiful eyes? Stunning
Yes.
eyes.
Oh, she did. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
A long face.
Yeah. the eyes
Lovely
were-
skin, even as an older person, really nice skin.
Yeah.
A long nose.
They're sharp features, yeah. No.
I don't know if I'd say they're no. Everything about her is gentle and curvy
I know
and
that. but I mean,
ergonomic. I don't know how else to explain her. It's
No,
like her.
that's
Okay, so like her energy, and this is not the best word, is blunt. So it's like rounded. Everything about her is soft.
Carry on
and,
for a minute.
and,
Bear with me.
it's like she's got no sharp edges, no roughness. She's just a beautiful person.
All I see is the eyes.
But I do feel she had, she did have some trauma in her childhood, and I think it's as a result of that she consciously became the person she was. I'm talking to you even though you're in that room.
But she's showing me a bracelet, a charm bracelet.
Yeah, she's not doing the jewellery thing with me, but
She is with me. She's wiggling the charm bracelet, and you know them little charmlets on there, like the green.
gypsy thing.
yeah.
She's showing me that.
Yeah, it's like a gypsy thing.
Well, no, it's like a
Yeah,
you know,
the
new
gypsy
age-
charm.
new age
Yeah,
kind of new age thing.
yeah, the
You know.
charm bracelets.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
and she's
like,
going, oh, look, my bracelet. I'm
Yeah.
thinking, oh, that's nice.
I mean, is that resonating with anyone that's watching at all? Stephen?
I don't think so.
so?
They'd come up and say
Yeah,
something.
I
by
think
now.
so.
They'd have shouted that by now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too specific, isn't it, for it?
And I reckon it's for someone, like you said, it was for someone in here.
It's
or
either
it's
someone
for
here or it's someone for someone
Some guy.
else. And at some point, I'm going to be doing a
I reckon you'll.
I'm going to be doing a dem and
I
she'll turn
reckon
up.
you'll be seeing this again, this person again.
Maybe.
very soon.
I can really feel her here. She's just lovely.
And she's drawn to you because of your light. You know, your. She knows that
I
you're.
haven't got my torch on.
You got any batteries?
She's just so here.
Oh, yeah. No, Stephen says doesn't ring a bell for him.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I wasn't
Yeah.
sure. It's just she appeared
Just
while I
had to
was
check.
responding to your question. That's all. So I thought it might have been.
I mean, my Auntie June was a little bit like that, but not much.
No,
No,
she's
just-
it's, you
If it's my Auntie June, she'd tell you.
Well, that's Jay, isn't it?
Yeah.
But if it doesn't all matter, I'm pretty certain that like, her appearance I can't change. The fact she's arty I can't change. I don't know what colour her eyes are.
They're blue.
See, I wanted to say brown because they're soft,
No, they're blue.
but I can't see.
I can't take the eyes off the eyes. It's like piercing blue eyes. It's like, and the long grey
Yeah.
hair. It's just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, no, it's not
she's
Jane.
got like a. Like you said, she's
Like very
round,
hippie-esque.
Yeah, very hippie.
But
Yeah.
her energy is round. It's soft. It's
It's quite beautiful. The energy.
Malleable,
She's very
yeah.
spiritual as well. I get that.
yeah. She's lovely.
What's the initial? J.
Right.
Well, I don't know. He said
it
have you got
Julie?
it?
Switch. Back on. Yeah, it's weird. That's been a steady stream all night and it just cut.
Anyway, there she is.
Well, at least you got some hits on the retina thing, though.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah.
that's
I was
really-
expecting a few more questions to
That's
be
really
honest.
good.
So maybe they'll come up on the next stream. I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, next time we do a stream, maybe we'll get some more.
One sec, keep that thought there for a minute. Just trying to find this
What
picture.
is he doing?
I don't think. I've got any of my Auntie June. So it wouldn't be Auntie Jane. I mean, she passed 85.
It could be us. See, the thing is, when I say modern, I forget that when I was born
Because she's never
a lot
said
of years ago, I forget we're now in 2024.
Yeah.
I would
So if
put-
I say
would
modern,
put
I
it to
mean
the
in my
80s.
lifetime.
I'd put it to the 80s myself.
But she would have been. She wouldn't have been in her early 60s when she
No,
passed.
my Auntie June was in her early 50s.
No, this woman is older than that. So I don't think it would be her. Although grey hair can be deceiving, can't it?
Yeah.
She's good for her age. She's got crow's feet.
She's quite attractive as well. I think.
She's dead, stop it.
No, as she looks, she's quite attractive. You know, unless she's dead, it don't make no difference if she's dead, alive, whatever.
That you really shouldn't say that.
Well, we get dead people with mediums, for God's sake.
I know, they're all over the shop, aren't they? So just for people at home, we have Adam and Paul looking for photos of Auntie Jean and Joy to see if it's them.
Auntie June. Yeah, I
Oh,
don't.
Joan, did you say?
June.
June, oh June, sorry.
Yeah,
I would
Oh,
say
so
if it was
June,
June,
June.
she'd make herself more apparent.
No, she's not even actually saying anything.
Yeah.
It's just this sense of her that I'm getting. I can see her.
yeah, and that, I'm getting a yeah,
Did she have a childhood trauma?
Jay.
Not that I'm aware of.
Jay.
I mean, the only different.
I'm getting. I'll tell you what name I'm getting. It is Jay, but it's Jennifer.
Right.
Jennifer.
Yeah, my Auntie Jennifer's still alive.
No, it might
Well,
not
we've
be
just
that.
killed her off.
Oh, you're all done.
The thing is, you don't get a lot of women who grow their hair long when it's grey and leave it like that, do you? So that was quite a distinctive part of her appearance.
It's also an endearing part because it's
Yeah,
very,
and she was
looked
proud
good,
of
she
that.
looked good at that. You know?
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was my Auntie June.
No.
Yeah,
I
something's
don't think it's
also.
her. No.
Amy, I'll be with you in 2 seconds.
This is
What are you doing?
disembodied voice coming out of the little room there.
Out the cave.
I do want to put her living somewhere where there's a lot of green.
Yeah.
Yeah, the garden.
I
You've
want
seen
to.
the
I
garden,
want to.
it's
No,
like
no,
a
more
garden.
than just a garden.
I'll
No,
tell
have
you
you
all
seen
in a
the
minute
garden?
if you can
I
find
know.
it.
I want to put her. I don't know. I almost want to put her somewhere not in England, but I don't know if that's just because of the plants
No,
around.
she did like the.
But there's so much green outside
like
her
the
window,
garden.
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm thinking. But
but it's not just her garden. She must have lived somewhere where there was so much green anyway.
Yep.
Even if she hadn't had a garden, there's green everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I can see a big picture window.
yeah.
And she's looking out of this picture window, and there's big leaves. They're big leaves. This is why I thought it wasn't the UK, but
It might not be.
I don't
Or
know.
it sound like Australia or
No, I don't think.
America.
No, not like that. Like
or
I don't know.
somewhere
I don't
tropical.
know.
Could be there.
Yeah, more like that. But I could be wrong. And
Gloria,
yeah,
you got a minute?
yeah.
Does she look like her?
She has a little fringe.
No, but that's got some of the face of that.
Po-
That
Possibly.
was,
I
that was about 19.
no, that more like her. The other picture wasn't quite as
That's her. Blue.
blue hair, blue eyes
And
as
she was
well.
totally grey from 19, but she dyed her hair because obviously.
Would she have let it go grey when she was older?
Yes. No,
But
like,
she wasn't in her 60s when she passed.
no, something. I don't know what I don't know because I haven't spoken to her in 10 years. She's my ex.
Oh God.
So that was me, age 30. She was 45.
And she was arty.
Very arty. She done pictures. She used to decorate the whole of her window in the front of her flat, and she used to do Christmas paintings, everything. She spent 2 days
Did she
doing
have a really big window? And she
Oh,
looked out?
yeah.
I asked the man in the
Yeah.
shop,
Just green and green and green.
have you got any bulldog clips?
Richard Burton on
He
the-
replied, no, but I've got a nice video of Jack Russell.
This was Swaddling Co. This was Southend when she was with me. Obviously, you know, but she's her real name is Joy Harley.
Did she have trauma as a child?
Yeah, oh, totally.
And that's why, but she became a beautiful person.
Yes.
But it was a conscious decision. She did that because of what happened.
Well, he obviously can
Oh my
take-
God, okay.
he can
Wow.
Well,
take
the
it.
worrying thing was,
Okay, so you
means
can
that
have
she's
her then.
passed.
He can take
She's
it.
passed, which I didn't know about.
Oh, well, I don't want to put her over
No,
if
no,
she's
no,
not.
it's fine. But I mean, she, I expect her in good 7, 8 years.
But the point is, you're taking it. You can take
The
it.
fact is that when you mentioned the big window, she loved her bay window.
Yeah.
And she would literally get paints, window paints, and she'd spend 2 days doing a Christmas scene, and people used to come along and just love it because she loved Christmas. She loved art. You see the necklace she had. She loved her
I said-
jewellery
I
and her
said
bling.
that, Yeah.
She had a big blue crystal, and she loved her bling. She always done her makeup. She'd never go out without her makeup on.
See, that's the thing. I don't see her with makeup.
saw
I
it with
see
the
her
scene.
as naturally.
But what if she's passed and she's got used to her being?
I don't know.
Because
I
she
don't
told,
know.
I remember she saying to me, she went,
She's
she
like
went
naturally
grey
beautiful.
at
She doesn't
18,
need
19
makeup.
because of the trauma she went through as a kid.
Oh right, okay, so that makes sense. Okay.
I've got to be careful what I say, obviously, but because she went through a lot of trauma with a certain family.
I'm just asking her to give me something to like seal the deal and like show that it's her because if you don't know that she's passed,
the one thing that she would confirm is what the tattoo was here. No one else
she's
knows.
not even showing me this tattoo.
But she had a tattoo on her arm. She loved the tattoo. And there was a name on it. And she hated the name because she regretted the name. That would confirm.
No, she doesn't. She's not really saying anything. Everything I've given you is what I felt from her.
She was
not,
a very,
not from her.
she was a very
speaking.
sort of like smiley and sort of
Yeah.
loving person.
But she's
she
also
very said-
got she's got a presence about her. Like you'd
Yes.
know she was in the room.
Yeah.
You could be facing the other way and she'd walk in and you'd know she was there.
The confidence she had for herself was unrivaled.
And very calm, and she was very good at calming others. She
Yes,
was
I've never seen a
just
woman
this
so much
calming
confidence,
energy.
even though she didn't believe in herself. She
But
had-
not an ego.
no ego whatsoever, but she had confidence. She would glide in a room. She wouldn't walk, you would see her glide. She had such a presence about her.
But not in everything.
But she loved her cooking.
Okay, so who's Evan, or the surname Evans? Or Ethan? No, Evan. I'm pretty certain it's Evan. Evan or
Craig-
Evans.
It was Craig, Steve, and Ange.
It could be, like I say, it could be a surname. Or it could be a road name. Evan Road, I don't
Okay,
know.
well. Which one are we looking at?
Mark Hamill.
Oh, the Mark Hamill. I was reading the bottom one. Really? Evan, don't ring any bells with me.
Or Evans.
Evans, no.
Okay.
I can tell you something about a past. Used to work for Kelly Foods, the big conglomerate that would. You finished the barbecue ones, and now you're going to demolish the whole cocktail. Help yourself, mate.
They are here,
Help yourself. That's what I bought them for. Help
and that's
yourself.
why you. Ooh,
Help yourself.
oops.
Well, not this on
Do
the
you
end of
want
a minute.
No, I'm good, thank you.
Any more comments?
No, last one was Stephen. Doesn't ring a bell.
In her garden, did she have a garden?
Yeah.
Our garden was like a fairy.
Right, okay, in
a
her
fairy
garden,
bloody
over
haven.
in, if you're looking at it from the back of her house,
Yep.
over in the far corner, a shed.
Yes. In her old place, in the place she was in Swaddling Coat.
It's like
yes.
a dark brown shed.
Yes.
Okay.
If you're going to turn around and say in it with her little gnomes and pixies and all that, then yes.
No, she's, there was something important in that shed.
Yes.
I've just said to her, give me something that will
It's where she used to pot all her plants up and make all her little magical plants grow. She grew.
magical plants.
No, she was green fingered, but beyond belief. She could
Right,
grow
so, okay,
anything.
so to me, if you say, oh, someone keeps plants in a shed, that's not a big deal to me. Well,
No.
they've been really precious to her.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's what she's talking about. She's talking about,
Unless she's talking about a
was
chest.
it a potting shed? Like it had windows?
Yes and no. I don't know about the later in life one because obviously I hadn't seen her for over 10 years. Well,
No,
9
I'm
years.
asking her for things that you would know.
She had she had a love for a chest freezer. Now you're going to think that's funny, but I've got,
Yeah,
I've got the chest freezer in there.
Yeah.
And she put all flowers around. She decorated the bottom with all flowers on it.
Oh,
I can show you before we go. That
Alright.
freezer in there is the one she gave me when we broke up, and she's got all flowers on it at the bottom. It's got all like decorative. She was very
She did
artistic.
that.
She did that, yeah.
and it was in the shed.
And it was in the shed.
Oh, maybe that's what she's talking about because you've still got it.
Yeah.
So it's precious. Okay.
And I won't get rid of it. And I'll keep repairing. I've repaired it
that's
twice
fine.
since I've had it.
That makes more sense than aunts.
But trust you, Ellie. Bite the pillow, you will. I'm not
Yeah,
saying the rest. Going dry, I will.
And her garden,
I am.
some people would have said it was overgrown, but it wasn't. It was just such
Oh,
thick
she loved.
foliage.
You
and
mentioned
that
something
just
there
so much.
What hit my mind was the fact is that you turned around and said there by a back window there was big
There's just green
plant
everywhere.
with big leaves.
Big leaves, yeah.
She loved these fern trees that had these very big leaves on it.
Yes, yeah. That's why I thought we were in a
So
different
she's
country.
passed. Bless her.
Well, if she hasn't, right, okay, the only thing I will say is if she hasn't passed, she could have Alzheimer's, and it's not the first time this has happened to me.
Right.
I gave a message to someone at the church once, and it was her mum.
She
And after the service, I went up to her and said, I
She
didn't
was,
realise that your mum passed, and she said she hasn't.
She was
But
an
because
ancient-
she can't communicate with me, now she's got Alzheimer's. And I don't want to kill her off if she's not
no,
gone.
she has.
But,
But that sounds like she had. I mean, you see her hair. She loved looking after her hair.
it was longer, I feel, when she was
Yeah,
longer.
when she was alive, she was down to the middle of her back.
That's the second time
Yeah.
to me she's done that.
But she's a beautiful person. Don't get me wrong.
This has gone off twice since she's been here.
Her saying used to be, she's a technophobe. She's not techno goody.
I was going to say, does she not like
She's not a
technology?
techno goody,
No, oh,
but she
okay.
doesn't like technology.
Okay.
She used to sit there. Joy's met her. Heather's met Joy, because obviously we done a swap. I kept her chest freezers because she couldn't fit it into her flat, and I gave her my fridge, so I took it up there in washing machine for her to have, and we done an exchange. And
So there wasn't animosity when you
no,
spoke.
never none.
That is why, see, when you said ex-girlfriend, I just thought that's really odd because normally there's a bit of sharpness.
No, it never was with
But
her.
there is
We
not
split
that.
it on
She comes
friendly.
with a lot of
She went back up to. She was born and bred in.
affection.
She was born and bred in Birmingham. She was a
Okay.
true Brummy. She lived in Swaddling Coat, and then Derby, and then Burton on Trent. But when we met late 90s after a few relationships. We met online, and she come down. We met. We hit it off, and we dated for about 8-9 years. Then she had problems with her boys because she had fully grown children. Obviously, I was in my 30s. She was 45.
I was going to say she was.
She was
older
much
than you.
older than me.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah.
I was in my 20s, 25, 26, she was 45. But the chemistry between us was really good. But it got to a point where her boy, Craig, was into drugs and stuff like that, and she needed to be back where she was. So we made an agreement that we'll stay friends and that'll be it. And we
Okay.
stayed in contact for a little bit, but then we drifted apart about 5-6 years ago. We haven't heard from each other. Well, I haven't spoken to her in 5-6 years.
Do you know if she ever had a studio? Because I can see her.
Yes, she did, because
the
she used to make
studio.
Jim. Heather can confirm this. She made a. I wonder if I got the picture.
Like, I don't mean in her living room. I mean this was a studio. Either she rented it from someone,
Wait a minute.
or it was in her
Wait a
home
minute.
in a separate room. But it was specifically
Wait a minute. I wonder
a
if I've still
studio.
got it. Hopefully, I've still got it. Yes, I have. Yes, I have.
He keeps disappearing into that room and becoming a disembodied voice. Let me entertain you.
Spiders.
Jazz hands.
Oh dear.
He didn't just say that live on
No, it was Rolex.
on YouTube. Rolex. It was
Rolex.
Rolex.
I have Rolex.
Yeah, Roblox.
I was swearing at them last week.
Roblox. Roblox.
I was swearing at my Rolex last week.
Do you know
I should
what?
imagine you
Gloria,
would.
Yeah.
This would be the type of thing she'd do. She'd be reaching up to get something and hit something else on the way down. And what I've done there is something she would do. You're talking about artistic, she was.
Yeah.
That's the laptop cover she done herself.
Oh, that's lovely.
That's what she
Oh,
had done. I kept it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a graphics card for it, but I won't get rid of it because it's what she done. And we gave it to Catherine.
I was going to say to you, do you have something else of hers? But you've already brought it out.
That was her. She done that. It took her a month because every single. You have a look at the gems on it. Every single one's been placed strategically.
That's so nice.
That's what she did. And I won't get rid of it because obviously it's her handiwork.
There's also.
But she started a business up 7 years ago with one of her friends, which was making artistic pots. She would make clay pots with all jewels around it.
And what's her link to Wales or something to do with Wales?
Her ex-bloke was from Wales, her first husband. He was Welsh.
Okay, and there's a ring. Weirdly enough, I looked at this, and it looks like that, but it's got diamonds on the
She had
side.
100,000 different types of rings.
Okay.
She had boxes of rings. She loved her jewellery.
Okay.
But that's her handiwork. And when we left, obviously I met Heather. We stayed in contact, and she met a bloke, and obviously I met Heather. And she said, I said she's got a young daughter, and this was well, I think Catherine was about 7 or 8 at the time. And she said, I've got a new laptop. Do you want me to send you my old one? This one. And I said, well, I'm sure Catherine would like it, so we'll keep it for later. So I did. Catherine used it for a while, but then it went wrong, the graphics card blew on it. So I've been trying to find a graphics card, and I can't find them. Because you remember the MX2 that used to go inside laptops?
Yeah.
One of them. You can't get it for love nor money.
Well, you can't, no.
No, but that's what she's done. Also, she's done Heather, a phone case with a H on it in gems in the same way that she's done it in such an artistic way with flowers all around it. She was a very loving soul. She's never jealous or anything.
No, I don't.
And when I got with Heather, she supported us like she helped us. You know, she'd always have a good word. She never.
She was too good for this world, I think.
Yes, she was. She was an angel.
Yeah. I think people like her are probably quite rare. And
she
I don't
loved.
think she had a bad bone in her body.
No, but she always got hurt.
It was her, and she's not saying this. She's not saying
She's
anything.
very proud and she won't mention
She's just
anything.
giving me the impression that she got to a point where she could have taken one or two roads, and she took the road that made her what she was, and she could have gone down this road and it would have ended very differently. But she chose this road, and I don't know, she just became this person, this really special person.
She was very special. She had her own little nuances, I can say, that made her very special. She taught me how to be a person. She taught me how to be a gentleman. She said I was a rough diamond that needed to be polished. That's what she used to call me. She used to call me, I'm a rough diamond that needs to be
Now you can polish your head and shine.
No, but what she meant, because I was a bit uncouth when I first met her, and she straightened me out. She gave me manners and made me a gentleman.
Well, then if this is her, all I can say is take her love. But I do want to give you July, and I want to give you November as either passing, anniversary, or birthday. And I don't know if that's
she had the same. April 9th was her birthday. April 9th was her
She's
birthday.
not mentioning April. She's saying July and November. So I don't know. Maybe you have to think about them.
I will. I think.
When did you meet her?
November.
Guess what?
November of 2006.
Oh really? That's when you
Because
met
I had
her?
to get on a train to go up to bloody Burton on Trent. It's
Okay.
freezing fucking cold
So
and
what's
snowing.
July then? You would say it's the day you split
Well,
up.
July would have been 6 months off. Well, 7 months.
I
8
think
months.
because it was summer next year that she moved in with me. So I don't know if that was July or June.
July.
So it must have been that.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That would tie up
I
then.
can check that out with I mean, old emails and stuff like that. I can probably check with that.
Yeah.
'cause
Yeah, do because it'd be confirmation.
It sounds like when you said about the artistic and looking out the back window with the flowers. I'll try and find the pictures. I've got them on a hard drive somewhere. I'll find the pictures out.
But her
See her garden and her fucking windows.
If you looked
done.
at her
Oh my
garden,
God.
you'd think it was overgrown, but it wasn't. It was just an abundance.
Of vegetation.
greenery and
But if you actually sat in the garden, you would actually hear the noises of the wind chimes, the fairy
Yeah,
things.
she's
and,
saying if you sat in her garden, you wouldn't be able to hear anything from outside.
No.
It was like a proper oasis.
Yes.
Yeah.
She loved it. She
Yeah,
loved the
yeah,
little.
I
She loved the
feel
little.
that.
She loved the little.
And it wasn't massive. It
No.
wasn't a massive garden. But she just made it really special.
She was a very. Obviously, we grew apart because obviously we've been together about 10 years. But obviously, I grew. She was older then. She was in late 50s.
Yeah.
I mean, her nickname was Fairy Gold. That was a nickname. That's what her email address was, Fairy Gold, because she was a fairy, and she loved anything magical and that sort of spiritual stuff.
Yeah.
And she was very spiritual, but she never used it because she didn't believe that she wanted. She'd always be nice to people, and she always believed that if you spoke to someone nicely.
She lived it.
Yeah. But she went through hell.
Yeah, she said. Well, she didn't say. She gave me the impression she had a childhood trauma.
She went through hell with a certain member of her family, and she went through hell with her ex-husband, who looked like Tommy Steele. Her ex-husband looked a spit of Tommy Steele, but he was a man with no spine, is what she's called him. She's called him a spineless man, because he wouldn't stand up for her, he wouldn't protect her. But he was very much a very controlling type person, which made her even more apparent to be a very strong woman, and she was a very strong woman. You couldn't get one over on her. And the fact is...
But not in the way when you say strong women, you think of women in a certain way, and she wasn't like that.
No, she wasn't, but she was strong in up
Yeah,
here.
yeah, absolutely.
I'll tell you something I can safely say. She, because she had problems with her ex, she had to change her name. And she changed it to two of her favourite people. Remember Debbie Gibson, the singer? She changed her last name to Gibson and her first name to Michelle because of her best friend at school was called Michelle, so she called herself Michelle Gibson.
Bless her.
She changed herself her name by default to Michelle Gibson. Her original name was Joy Harley, as in the jam.
Oh.
And she always used to say to me that I'm always sweet as the jam, but not the raspberry one or the blackcurrant, always the strawberry. That was things like that. She had a little nuance for everything.
Yeah.
She was lovely. She was a lovely person, but obviously got screwed over by life and by people. So she became a recluse. But her house, I mean, Trent and Dove Housing Association, when she got her flat, it was a shithole. And she literally spent months of her own time and money decorating it up. And every time they had someone to come round, Trent and Dove used to say, can we use your house as a show house to show what these flats can be like? And every week she'd have someone new coming around, looking around the flat going, wow, this is amazing. This is what these flats can be like. And Trent and Dove used to literally help her. And they literally, every time she had a boiler problem, they'll be down that day.
I imagine she's someone with determination.
Oh, she was. She was very much a very strong-minded person, but she didn't take, later in life, a late 50s, she didn't take falls lightly.
Well, there she is.
Thank you very much.
So, I'm really sorry that she's passed.
I am upset. I mean, to be honest, I'd rather, I know this may sound selfish, I'd rather she'd passed than have Alzheimer's, because she wouldn't remember her life, and she loved her life.
I don't know, but she's either over there or she has Alzheimer's.
Apart from the negativity in her life, she loved life. She loved getting up in the morning. She'd roll, literally, she'd spend like one day for the week, she'd roll 600 cigarettes in a carousel on her table, like these. She taught me how to roll these, and she'd roll 600 in an hour. She was fast. She could like this. She was like that. She was very. Anyway, she smoked every time. When I used to go up there before I met Heather, I used to go up there. She said, "Any chance you can pop up? I've got a TV that needs putting on the wall, and I know you're good at that sort of stuff." She went, "I'll give you some dinner and and all that." Yeah, I used to come up there.
I'll roll you 600 fags.
And literally, I sit down. She goes, "Want a fag? Help yourself." And I'll be like, "Want a fag?" But me with you, like that all the time. But she'd always come up. She always buy my favourite. She always cook my favourite.
Yeah.
She was one of those people that would, if you were doing her favour, she'll move heaven and earth to make sure you're comfortable. She was that. She was an earth angel.
Yeah. No, actually, yeah.
She was.
That's probably a perfect.
I mean, and I know Heather's listening, and I'll say this out loud. I've never told Heather this. I remember on a phone call once to her, and I was feeling very low about myself. And she said, "Paul, what the fuck are you doing?" And I went, "What?" She went, "You found your soulmate. Heather is lovely for you. She's the perfect woman for you. You found her. don't lose her, because if you lose her, I'm gonna come and get you, and I'm gonna punish you.
Well, she can now because she's over.
And now she said that, and I'm like, I've always
Yeah.
remembered that, and she's always given me, because at the time I was going through a battle with my kids and other things
Yeah.
as well, and all that, and obviously life issues. But she always said that she went, Heather was the one for me, not her. She said I was.
But see, that's just shows what a nice person
She
is.
was. She said I was a stepping stone to get you. I actually crafted the diamond for Heather.
Oh.
And it was like the things like that was her personality. She was very selfless.
Yeah.
But if there was a bargain, she was the first one there.
And she didn't suffer fools either.
No, never.
She may have been a beautiful person, but you couldn't get one over on her.
Earth best.
And she would never need to be aggressive. She could win her battles without any need for.
With her mouth,
shouting or
with
any
her
of that
mouth,
stuff,
she
yeah.
could actually, literally win battles.
Yeah.
She had such a way of talking to people.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she had such a dry sarcasm that it took people about an hour to realise, did she just... She was like that. She had such a wit about her. But, yeah.
Well, there you go.
If she's passed, then she's in a better place. Because
Take her love.
I know where she is. I know the one dream that she had, that she wanted. Which we sorted out a few years before we broke up. And it took us about a year to find the grave. Because she didn't know her mum had passed. Well, he's her mum. She didn't know her mum had passed.
Oh, okay.
And one of her dreams was to be with her mum. Because she always felt in awe of her mum, because her mum was a very strict, stern Brummie.
Yeah.
But she always wanted
Well,
to...
hopefully she's where
Yeah, I know where she is now. She's in a good place, and she's got what she wanted. And I think she
Well,
comes...
it's enough rambling from me, isn't it? So I'm
Anyway,
gonna stop.
changing the subject slightly,
Right.
back to this.
It's just gone midnight, so.
Promise.
We've been on for
Three
three and
hours.
a half hours.
Yeah. Right, so I think we'll
Everyone's
leave
just
that for
like
now, I
switched
reckon.
off.
Let me just write a few
You've
things.
rounded off the evening, mate. That was good one.
Yeah,
Thank you.
that's yet another positive note to finish.
I just put thank you tonight for all of you that joined us. Love and light to you all.
Yeah, so but yeah, we'll just like to say thanks again for joining us on our monthly Ask a Medium vlog, and I think we'll be back roughly this time next month, and I'll keep you updated when we get round to doing a round table.
Which
as
are on
well.
pyramids, first of all.
Which
Yes.
could be an oblong table.
It could be an oblong table. Just imagine this as a round.
Do you know what I'm going to do? Just on purpose, I'm going to cut a bit of MDF out, spray it black, and make a round table, just to wind you lot
Yeah,
up.
I think
really
that's a
will.
great idea.
Brilliant.
And then we only get it out for the round table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have to dress as knights.
Well, you might
Yeah.
well.
Well,
I might come as a day.
I'll just turn up my Viking stuff.
I'll have my Templar outfit on.
Yeah.
I have nothing on. Oh no, I don't mean
No.
no.
Behave yourself, will you?
No, I mean I won't dress up.
Tonight, you're going to have nothing on. You've had your jugs, you've had your big deck or your small hands, and more innuendos.
No.
Naked
Scratch that.
And on that note, yeah.
We're all finished. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Love and light. God bless all of you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Sarah.
You have to lower the tone, don't you?